Giovanni has played football for 4 years and been in the band for 5. After high school, Giovanni plans to be a barber and attend school to get his certificate. His favorite memory is being able to play alongside his brother. Maddox Henderson. Maddox is the son of Amy and Michael Henderson, and with Mason Henderson, his brother. Maddox plans on is new to Carlisle this year and has played football for 4 years and plans to attend SFA to major in nursing and eventually go to grad school to pursue a doctorate in nursing. His current favorite memory is how everyone has been so welcoming at Carlisle. For Mason, he's also new to Carlisle this year, but has played football for the last 4 years. Plans to attend the University of Redlands to play football and obtain a coaching and business degree. He'd like to build his real estate portfolio and put vending machines in schools around Texas. His favorite memory is when his big brother brought the championship trophy after a game and they all kissed it together. William Vega Ibarra. His mom is Pearl Ibarra. William has played football for 3 years, a trainer for 1, and been in the band for 5. After high school, William plans to attend college and become a nurse. His favorite memory is just the feeling of watching the team dominate. David Lamone. His parents, David Lamone and Irene Lamone. He has played football for 3 years, and after high school, David plans to join the workforce. His favorite memory in football is when Clay got flipped in the Overton game and it was put on a t-shirt his sophomore year. Aiden Martin. Parents, Crystal and Rusty Martin. He's played football for 4 years. After school, Aiden plans to pursue a career in criminal psychology and forensic science. His favorite memory of football is when they got into a fight with Lono and they forfeited afterwards. Caden Martin. Parents, Jennifer Martin and Justin Martin. He's played football for 1 year, and after high school, Caden hopes to attend and participate in sports at Nelson University in Waxahachie. His favorite memory of football is when he got his first tackle at Shelbyville game and when Jaden pitch-sticked him and sent him flying. Joseph Mejia. Parents, Lily Morales and Yari Mejia. He has played football for 4 years, and after high school, he plans on going to college to play football. His favorite memory in football is when the whole team ran and jumped in a big water puddle after practice. Lillian Pollock. Parents are Dorothy Pollock and Brian Bowers. Lily is escorted tonight by her brothers, Adrian Pollock and Nicholas Pollock. She's been a trainer for 1 year, and after school, she plans to become an office administrator for linemen and go to college to do real estate on the side. Her favorite memory as a trainer is being able to spend time with her cheerleaders and football friends on Friday nights and helping Coach Abel with the equipment, taping, and wrapping of the team. Chase Rowland. Parents, Lori Rowland and Jared Rowland. He's played football at Carlisle for 4 years, and after school, Chase plans to attend Glenn Junior College and major in construction science and transfer to A&M to finish his degree. Favorite memory in football is when they played Lono and got into a fight. Then Lono forfeited, and they went home at halftime. Chase would also like to say thank you to all the coaches who have guided and supported him throughout his years of playing football, and to his dad for always believing in him and pushing him to his limit each and every day, even when days were tough. Mark Rodriguez. Parents, Diane Garcia and Rubicel Garcia. He's played football for the last 4 years, and after school, Mark plans to join the workforce and raise his daughter and go to Cisco College to study HVAC. His favorite memory of football is when he pancaked David Lamone and swam over him. Ladarius Starling. Parents, Lashona Starling and Ricky Starling. He has played football for 4 years. After school, Ladarius plans to go to trade school for welding. His favorite memory in football is when they beat Overton. Cole West. Parents Paul and Rebecca West. He has played football for 3 years, and after high school, Cole will be joining the United States Marines. His favorite memory in football is when David Lamone pancaked Juan Luna and started yelling at everyone. Samantha Espinoza. Parents Sandra Sanchez and Fernando Espinoza. She has been a cheerleader for 4 years and band for 5. After school, Samantha plans to attend college to study kinesiology and become a physical therapist. Her favorite memory is when they made the top 20 at UIL for freshman year. Australia Hernandez. Parents Gloria Hernandez and Jose Angel Hernandez. She's being escorted tonight by her parents and her little brother Jesus Hernandez. After Australia plans to attend college and major in childhood education and eventually work with children with disabilities. Her favorite memory in cheer is just being able to be a role model for all the younger kids and having the ability to cheer with some of her best friends. Your band seniors, Yesenia Alvarez. Parents Maria Alvarez and Gabriel Alvarez. She's been in the band for 5 years and plans to attend UT Tyler and get a bachelor's and master's degree. Her favorite memory? Someone left a trumpet case beside the band truck and Mr. Clifton backed over the case. Maria Esparza, sorry. As parents, Alejandro and Alma Esparza. Maria has been in the band for 5 years, and after high school plans to attend college to pursue a degree in radiology and continue to work hard for her goals and ambitions. Her favorite memory were late night drives back home from football games. Jose Garcia. Parents Angelica Guerrero and Kelso Laredo. Jose has been in band for 5 years and after high school plans to attend college to study architecture. His favorite memory is going on different band trips. Morelli Jaime. Parents Daniela Moreno and Oscar Jaime. She's been in band 5 years, and after school, she plans to attend college for 4 years, receiving a bachelor's degree in accounting. Her favorite memory is when we were on the honor band trip in 2023 in San Antonio, and we were on the riverboat tour. The boat that I was on crashed into an underwater rock, and everyone almost fell off. It was one of the memories that we'll always remember. Maria Laredo. Parents, Gerardo and Juana Laredo. She's been in band 5 years, and after high school, plans to attend college to pursue a career in dental hygiene and become a dentist later in the future. Her favorite memory was going to state marching contests and winning gold medals each year. Daisy Martinez. Parents, Jorge and Valerie Martinez. She has spent 5 years in the band and after school plans on opening her own dog grooming business and make lots of money to travel to South Korea. Her favorite memory was when we were so close to playing one of my favorite songs called Mic Drop by BTS. Brill Science. Parents, Pedro Science, Markel Robledo. She's been in the band 5 years, and after high school, plans to attend SFA to obtain her Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. Her favorite memory has been receiving a trophy for first place as drum major for the first time at Baylor. Morelli Sanchez, escorted by Maria Mayorga. She's been in band for 5 years and after school plans to attend UT Tyler and transfer to another university to obtain her bachelor's degree. Her favorite memory is going to Florida on the Universal trip during her 8th grade year. Addison Smith. Parents, Lisa and Exon Smith. She's been 5 years in the band and after high school plans on attending St. Lucie State for a forensic science degree and pursue a career as a medical examiner. Her favorite memory, when Mr. Clifton said, measure 67, and the whole band went 6, 7?
6, 7.
And he didn't know what it meant. Danielle Vargas. Parents, Carlos Sanchez and Jesus Vargas. Been in band for 5 years, and after high school, plans on getting his welding degree. Favorite memory is winning state marching contest 4 of the last 5 times. Maria Villanueva. Parents, Nico Villanueva and Josefina Villanueva. She's been in band for the last 5 years, and after high school, plans to go to college and get a degree in pediatrics. Favorite memory is when we were at the state contest and ordered food to the wrong room. We had to go get the food from another person's room in a secret way. Sarah E. Garza. Parents, Fernando and Lucera Garza. She's been in band for 5 years, and after school, plans to attend college to fulfill her dream of getting into law school and receiving her bachelor's degree. Her favorite memory, going to Waco trip, and we were on the floor above the guys, and they needed some sugar for coffee. We connected hangers to pass the sugar down the floor through a window below. Your band seniors for 2025. Good evening. Welcome to this football game tonight between the Mildred Eagles and your Carlisle Indians. The game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of the University Interscholastic League. Regardless of the outcome of tonight's game, all of the players have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice.
Good evening. This is Josh Jarrett here with Chris Brody, NETSN football game, Friday Night Football. Welcome to Carlisle. We got the Carlisle Indians versus the Mildred Eagles tonight. An exciting matchup. If you will stay with us, we'll be back we're going to begin the stream. The game will start at 7 o'clock tonight. We'll be back here in about 5 minutes or so. We look forward to streaming the game this evening.
East Texas Sports Network is dedicated on delivering the most entertaining sports broadcasts in East Texas. And if you're interested in having your next sporting event streamed live, visit us online at netsn.live.
All right, welcome back. We have a good game tonight, Josh, Jared.
National anthem.
Oh, we're going straight to the national anthem. Thank you, Chris. No, it's not the national anthem. It's the school song, Chris. So, yeah, so let me go ahead and bring in Chris Brody. Chris, how are you doing tonight, man?
I'm very good. You caught me with a cracker in my mouth.
Yeah, you're eating crackers. We would be eating nachos, but it's cash only here, and I didn't have any cash, so we had to eat the snacks up in the press box.
Unprepared.
That's right. Well, Chris, we got about 10 minutes or 8 minutes before this game starts. What can you tell us about this matchup tonight, other than the fact, can I just point out the fact that whoever wins tonight is going to be second in district?
Yeah, locked into the number 2 spot in District 8, 2A Division 1 here in Texas, high school football. So here's the deal. Carlisle comes into this matchup with an overall record of 4-4, and they're 2-1 in district. And Mildred comes into this matchup tonight with an overall record of 6-2, and they're 2-1 also in district. But the way that the district games have played out makes a lot of difference here, and here's why. Mildred 3 games ago played Frankston. Frankston is they're the big cat.
They're good
in this district.
They're really good in the state.
They're undefeated. I think ranked number 2 in the state.
That's right.
And they're coasting right now. Mildred played them 3 games ago. They lost that game 32-6 to Frankston. Since then, they've been able to play Cayuga and regain some rhythm and momentum. They played Cayuga. They won 35-21. Then they played Kearns. They won 37-13. So they're flowing right now. Whereas Carlisle kind of went the opposite direction with the way that the games lined up for them. They started against Cayuga where they won 14-7. Then they played Crossroads and won 47-0. And then last week was Frankston, where unfortunately they, like everyone else that Frankston has played so far this year, they were met with defeat 45-14. Okay. So for Carlisle, tonight's game is about finding a way to regain that rhythm and momentum. And for Mildred, it's about, can we sustain? Can we keep the flow going? And so what we're watching here is 2 very evenly matched football squads that are coming out here and fighting for that number 2 spot in the district tonight.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited about it. This is our second Carlisle game to call this year. Well, technically it's the first Carlisle game. We were here during the scrimmage. So if you were watching the Carlisle scrimmage, one of them that they had, and we were that was the one where you couldn't hear us until the last 3 minutes of the scrimmage. We're doing a little better, I think. We've got a better setup now, and we're doing great. But I'm excited about this game tonight, Chris, and it's senior night for Carlisle. And for those
we were able to get the video up and running pretty quickly.
Look at this.
And
we got a dinosaur out here.
It's Halloween tonight, so we've got some costumed runners.
Yeah, everyone's got costumes and they're running. And listen, imagine being a kid and being like, we trick-or-treating, now we're going to a football game.
Well, I saw them passing candy out. We've got excellent community involvement here.
That's right.
It's a lot of fun to come here. Last time we were here, like you said, in August, it was so hot, and there were so many people out here just having a great time. Now we're getting that cool weather rolling in, and all the folks that are here, big portion of the community here. They're going to have a blast tonight.
Yeah.
Beautiful night, beautiful weather.
Carlisle,
it's going to be a great competitive game tonight.
That's right. Carlisle coming out with their blues on blues. Love those uniforms. And it's getting lined up here, getting ready. Here comes Mildred on the other side. As you can see, they got white on maroon. And there's coming out quick. The bands are playing. Boy, Mildred's band fills up half the side of the stands over there. That's kind of fun. But yeah, we got a good game tonight. We're gonna have some good excitement. Some of the players are actually wearing long sleeves for probably the first time this year, Chris, because it's been a hot season.
It definitely has. Yep.
Yeah, one of the hottest and driest almost on, well, maybe not on record. I don't have the records, but
in a while.
Yeah,
in a while for sure.
Well, we're getting lined up. We are going to go to the national anthem, and we will be back after a short sponsored message right after that.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Your vehicle is one of the biggest investments you'll make, and at Fairway Ford, we're committed to keeping you on the road. Our service technicians are experts in all aspects of every vehicle we put our customers in. And with our mobile service, you can stay safely where you are. Our team comes to you to fix whatever issue you're having. Learn more and book your next appointment at fairwayfordhenderson.net.
All right, welcome back to Indian Stadium. I want to make sure I say it right. But we are here, and we got the captains are out on the middle of the field right now, lined up. They must have a special commemorative coin, because that White Hat's talking a lot about the coin there, Chris. A lot of conversation.
Don't want there to be any confusion about what side is heads and what side is tails.
That's right.
Out there for Carlisle, because we can see the back of their uniforms, we've got wide receiver senior Chase Rowland, number 2. We've got wide receiver and defensive back Juan Diaz, number 7. Number 14, Joseph Mejia, another senior. I think it's going to be senior rich here tonight on senior night. Number 52 is out there. Chuy Enriquez, also a senior on the offensive and defensive line. And we're going to have to wait till they face us again to be able to see the last one. Number 21 also was out there. LD Starling, wide receiver, defensive back, senior. One of the guys honored earlier out with his family on the field. And
That's right. And then
for those of you parents, grandparents, family members far away, maybe hopefully had a chance to see your seniors walk out tonight with the early start. And thanks to our wonderful support team that was able to get us up and running a little bit early so that we could show you some of the sights and sounds from senior night here in
absolutely. Hey,
Carlisle.
and also captains for Mildred was Nolan Hawkins, number 7, and then 61 Ethan Crump, also both seniors. And then there was one other out there. I didn't catch his number. Sorry about that. But he had on a foot cast, it looked like, or something was going on, Chris. I don't know. But
somebody not playing?
yeah, probably got a couple people. But this is exciting. You've got crowds standing over here. Everyone's pretty excited. They've got the tomahawk chops going, the Indians do. And Mildred's going to kick off, and we're going to see Carlisle's offense right away tonight. So looking forward to that. There was a game here at the beginning of the year. Some of the Carlisle folks would remember, but the lights went out, Chris.
I think it's happened more than once, Josh.
Okay. So what we're saying is...
we heard about it from some of the guys that we work with at NETSN who said it was heck of an adventure and a lot of fun to see the way that the community responded and provided light for the halftime show.
All right, deep kick out to number 3 for Carlisle. He's bringing it back, coming left side. He's got a couple blocks, slips a little bit. Couple players slipped on that. That is Dakota Grigsby on the return. Brings it out almost to the 30-yard line where Carlisle Indians will set up first down and 10.
Yeah, Dakota there, one of about 3 pass catchers, wide receivers for the Indians who have pretty much split a lot of the yardage and the production this year on offense. And good solid run there, almost out to the 30.
All right. Well, I could tell already, Chris, these numbers are going to be hard for my eyes to see. So they've got shotgun formation. Antonio Ibarra is quarterback. Takes the snap. To give this time straight up the middle to the tailbacks. Got some room. Bangs forward for about. That might be enough for a first down right there.
Yeah, offensive line did a good job there. Opened up a hole. Good-sized hole.
Chris, that was Elvis Hernandez, the running back. We remember him from earlier this year. Ibarra's back, throws it out to Elvis. Elvis gets tackled immediately that time. Number 8, Paxton Southard, it looks like. Great heads-up play.
It was a little too close there to where the defensive end was being well blocked. And Southern there was able to just fall off of his blocker and make that tackle a little too easily.
Elvis takes, Ibarra takes it himself that time, grabs it and goes. And boy, there was nothing doing in the middle of that line. The Eagles said, no, not this play.
Yeah, they made an adjustment from the first play there and said, no, we're going to stack up the middle and make it difficult for you to run here.
That's right.
3rd and long here. This is not where the Carlisle offense excels, so opportunity for some creativity here.
We know Ibarra is a threat. 943 passing yards, 729 rushing yards, and 5 yards per rush. So Ibarra, quarterback for the Indians, can throw the ball and run the ball. Passed out this time. Pass intended for Ryder McCamey is incomplete. So that's probably going to bring on a punt this time. Yep. Boy, it was looking promising after that first down play that struck a first down, but then the Eagles kind of stiffened up there and said, that's all.
Yeah, they unfortunately lost a little bit of momentum with that tackle for loss on 2nd down. It was a nice little idea with the dump-off pass to the running back and get him out in the field, but he was way too close to the edge of the line of scrimmage, and the defense was able to drop right onto him as soon as he made the catch.
All right, so back deep to punt is Chewy Enriquez. Oh, side over side, short bounce, and goes out of bounds about the 46-yard line. So Eagles will have excellent field position when they come out. Back deep to get it was Trenton Harris, but the Eagles are led by Luke McKendry, quarterback. They've got running back Trenton Harris, who's had a really great year.
Oh, he is a playmaker, not just on offense, but both sides of the ball, Josh. He's he's over 1,000 yards in 8 games rushing, and another 43 tackles on the defensive side of the ball as well. So we're going to see a lot of him tonight.
It's a McKendry-Harris attack in the backfield. They're both out there lined up in shotgun. We got a timeout here. There we go. Whitehouse says, you will start the play when I put my hand down and now. Motion to the outside. Snap back to McKendry. Give to Harris. Trying to get outside. He's got some room and he's got some speed. Down to the 40, the 35, gets knocked out of bounds. Juan Diaz makes the tackle on the sideline, but not before a big 25-yard gain or so. It's going to be 1st down and 10.
And initially there, Mildred had 4 offensive players on the left side of the line of scrimmage. One guy came in motion across and set up as a blocker, and they were effectively able to run behind the man who came in motion across and were able to catch the corner there. Defensively, Carlisle's going to have to adjust when they flip the field like that.
All right, so Southern goes in motion, wing on the right side. They give again to Harris. Not much room. Great job that time. Number 52 looks like Chewy Enriquez shuts that hold down and is the first one to get there. A loss of a yard on the play.
Yep. Senior night celebration there for Chewy. Nice tackle.
Hey, Chewy.
So same thing, okay? We saw Carlisle come out, nice play on 1st down, and then stuffed for a loss on the next play. And Carlisle's able to return the favor here, stuffing Mildred for a loss on the 2nd play from scrimmage.
Just takes the defense one play to figure it out on both sides.
That's right.
Motion this time again. Rolling out to the left is McKendry. Oh, he drops the ball on the ground. That's going to be recovered by Carlisle. And it's Chewy. So it looked like McKendry tried to throw the ball away, and the ball slipped out of his hand.
Yeah, Jaden Nardoza there, number 10. Excellent play. A lot of times when a defensive end comes in and puts his hands up, try to block the pass, they're out of position when the quarterback then tries to make a move. He came down, body under control, was able to make the tackle, and the ball came out. That was the shock there. The ball came out.
Yeah.
And it was a nice Halloween gift for Carlisle tonight.
Yeah, Halloween treat.
Trick or
Chris.
treat right there on the field.
Trick or treat. Ethan Crump was there for the Eagles to try to help recover the ball, but couldn't quite get to it because of the speed and intensity of Chewy.
Chewy's having himself a game. 2 plays, back-to-back big plays on defense.
All right, so back on offense. Ibarra back there with Elvis in the backfield. Tight end in formation. A quick throw this time is incomplete. Wow, pass was to Ivan Garza. Couldn't hang on. Pass was a little bit high. Would have been a good catch.
Carlisle here. It looks like what they're trying to do is they're trying to force Mildred to have to cover the entire field sideline to sideline. That's twice now we've seen where they've had a receiver out near the sideline and also guys attacking downfield. It's a good idea. Try to make them cover every inch of the field and defend all of it. Just not on the same page there with those passes the last couple of times.
Twins left out very wide to the bottom. Sure enough, little run up in the middle by Elvis. Not much on it, about maybe a yard and a half or so. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and long for the Indians.
And I know they'd love to have a situation where all of the options can come into play. Quarterback run, running back run, some type of a short pass, some type of a looks like it's going to be a run and then pull up and pass. 3rd and 9, unfortunately, limits those options pretty severely for Carlisle here. And as you can see, there's Mildred. They've got probably 7 in the box. Looks like they're all coming.
They're coming. The blitz is coming. It gets the pass off, a great pass out to Joseph Mejia, I believe, number 14, if that's it sure was. Ran a great out route right at the 1st down marker. Great job by Ibarra getting the pass out there. 1st down, Indians.
Yeah, Mildred they were bringing the blitz, and Ibarra stood up and threw the ball well. Good timing route to the outside, didn't let the blitz shake him. Well done, well executed by Carlisle right there.
Both sides of the ball. All right, the pass out, complete this time, a little screen pass. Not many blockers trying to get it. That pass completed to Dakota Grigsby. Ahead for about 4 or 5 yards.
Sometimes all it takes is a nice rhythm completion like on that previous play. And you could see that Ibarra felt confident there, and he came out throwing the ball well. And you like to see it for Carlisle there. Get a couple of completions in a row, string something together, put the pressure on this Mildred defense, make them have to respond here.
All right, so 2nd down and 5. The snap is back. Ibarra's keeping it. Elvis is a blocker. The pass out, it's a little run option. Yeah, completed out there. I believe that's to Mejia again. Was that a little side pass, Chris?
That was
a lateral.
That was a wonderful concept there because you've got a blocker in front. The quarterback who can run quite well attacks the edge of the line of scrimmage. That receiver stays behind the line, so even with the lineman downfield, it's no penalty. It's great design.
He looks left. He has all kinds of people in the backfield. Taken down that time by Paxton Southard and a couple others. The bar was going to throw it, decided that wouldn't be a good idea, tried to run it, and it was too late by then. Loss of about 2 on the play.
Carlisle was setting up a screen there to the left. That's why he was running for his life. There was most of his linemen were out to the left blocking for the receiver they anticipated was going to catch the ball outside. But for one reason or another, Ibarra was not comfortable throwing the pass.
All right, here's the give to Elvis this time. Straight up the middle. He had a hole, almost snuck through. Taken down, it looks like Colin Slezowski. Ooh, that's a name. Slezowski was there on the tackle. Gain of about 8 on the play, maybe 7. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Similar there to what we saw in the first offensive play of the game when they had the ball previously. Nice gain right up the middle, able to find some room. They're going to make these linebackers have to play honestly after those completed passes.
Ibarra keeping it this time again, running up the middle. He's really close to a 1st down. Let's see if they give it to him. They sure did.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's going to be 1st down and goal. 6 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock. We don't have a clock up tonight, but we'll keep you updated on the time in the 1st quarter. So getting the job done between Ibarra and Elvis that time, Hernandez. Just going, they're trying to work the center of that Mildred defense, it looks like.
Yeah, we talked about Carlisle having to manufacture some momentum coming off of that big, difficult game against Frankston, and that's exactly what this offense has done. The defense started it with the turnover, and the offense is keeping it going here.
All right, motion this time by Elvis. Ibarra's going to keep it himself straight up the middle for a gain of he gets about halfway to the end zone. Bring up 2nd down and goal from maybe the 5 or 6. We don't have a really good view from up here, but
I imagine we'll see that motion again because I think what they're trying to do by putting him in motion off to the side is create a mismatch where you've got the running back who can catch the pass and 2 blockers in front and only 2 defenders out there. That time they just ran it up the middle, but I bet we'll see it again with the pass thrown.
Trips right this time. Barr keeping it going left. Touchdown, Indians.
There we go. Nice play design.
Yeah,
Had the motion coming across, making the defense think the ball's going to be run to the right, and then he ran a quarterback counter the other way. Nicely blocked.
That was very nice. So Carlisle strikes first, getting on the board. Touchdown. Let me see if I can fit. There we go. Got the little touchdown. Flags are running and setting up for the extra point attempt here. They will attempt a kick. The hold is down by Mejia. It's up and it's good. Ivan Garza. That puts your score at Carlisle 7, Mildred 0. We'll be right back.
There's something spooky going on at Stillwater RV Resort. Tales of old coming back to haunt the guests and the locals alike. Stillwater and CDL Training Academy present the Haunted Bus Ride. Take a trip back to see the resort of old and witness the staff come to life to bring back souls that are so bold. If you dare try to ride, fright and fear will be by your side. For a mere $5, test your luck in hopes you don't get stuck. For 2 weekends only, come to Stillwater RV Resort if you dare.
All right, welcome back to Indian Stadium here. Carlisle up early 7-0 with 5:29 left in the first quarter. They're getting set up to kick off. Boy, Carlisle just imposed their will all the way down the field, Chris. That was an impressive drive.
Yep, they definitely manufactured some momentum. They fed off the energy of the defense, who was able to maximize that fumble and pick that ball up and hand it back to the offense. And the crowd loves it. Great community involvement here, and they're into the game here. That's a great way to get the crowd riled up.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
Hey, little trickarooski. How about that, Chris? I wonder if they do that a lot. All right, here we go. Garza kicks it off. It's going deep down to about the 14. Ball taken back. All right, I didn't see which number. There's number 5, Dane Anderson on the return. But,
right about the 30.
Yeah, pretty good coverage. About a normal starting spot, you know.
Dane Anderson is backup quarterback.
He is. He is.
Hasn't played a whole lot this year. I think 8 or 9 passes he's thrown when I was looking at the stats.
He's just a sophomore.
Yeah. Give him a chance to get out there. And
That's right. All right, so coming back out, once again in the backfield, McKendry back playing at quarterback and Harris at running back. They've got a tighter set, tied in on both sides of the line. Give us to Harris. Shake and bake to the outside, coming back inside. Good yardage that time, about 8 yards on the play. Tough running. The linemen, offensive line, really held their blocks there.
Yeah, it looks like you get a sense of what Mildred is able to do well, which is to have good discipline, blocking up front, and good fundamentals. They engaged the defensive linemen, and they did not let them off blocks, and running backs able to pick up 9 yards.
All right, McKendry again gives it to Harris, straight up through the line for the past the yard to gain for the first down. Gained about 5 on the play, 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Now for Carlisle, they're going to need to play solid defensively against the run game, because if Mildred's able to run the ball like this, it will put them in a position where they don't have to do anything that could possibly be dangerous. McKendry's a great quarterback, a lot of yards, over 1,000 yards on the season, but almost as many interceptions as touchdowns. So if they can force them to throw the ball, Carlisle might be able to take advantage of some mistakes in the passing game.
Awesome. Well, Harris is on a roll. He's going for about 6 yards that time, and he's keeping his normal season average up there, 5 or 6 yards per play. Carlisle's going to have to come up with something. We got a cousin Maluser 777 says, "Let's go Indians." Let's go. All right. So 2nd down and 4. We've got 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in the first quarter right now. And it looks kind of like, Chris, Mildred they're wanting to run some timeout in between every plays and keep that Carlisle offense off the field.
Yeah, they're doing that muddle huddle where you don't really get a chance to substitute.
That's right. So Harris this time only gets about 3. He's going to be a yard short. So a third down coming up for the Eagles.
Was definitely able to pick up yards, got hit right near the line of scrimmage. Did a good job picking up positive yards. But for a guy who's run for over 1,100 yards this season, I'm sure he's knows how to do that.
McKendry with the big hand clap trying to get him jump off sides. The Indians showing good discipline there, hanging in there. There's the snap. Harris gets the ball. He gets enough for the first down. Big hit that time. That was number 6, Rhett Haney, on the tackle, but not before a Eagle first down.
And that was not actually Harris in there. Those last 2 plays running the ball, that was Colin Slizowski with that great name. Senior, number 2. He's himself run for almost 400 yards this season, a couple touchdowns, and he also averages 6 yards per carry. And on defense, he contributes in a big way as well. He's a almost 50 tackle guy.
Okay. So that is Harris around to the outside.
Great job there, Dakota Grigsby, number 3 on defense, coming up from the corner position to say, no, you're not going to get around the edge, like they were able to do the first time on that very first play.
Yeah, we had a little extracurricular after the play there, so kind of watching what happened there. Looked like a couple of the linemen kind of got into it a little bit, so we'll keep an eye on that. They're going to have to allow cooler heads to prevail, or that's going to be a problem down the road. All right. So motion, 2nd down and 6 here. Snap is back. The throw out to Harris this time. Harris loses a yard on the play.
Now Juan Diaz there, number 7 for Carlisle. He was coming on the blitz on the left side, and left side of the defense, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And that ball was a little kind of like basically a toss run to the left for the offense. And because of a good job outside, not allowing the ball carrier to get outside, he was able to run that down from the backside. He came with a full head of steam, made a great play there.
3rd down and 7, minute 15 left on the clock. The fake, he throws it out to his receiver, who shakes and bakes and gets a first down. Boy, they had him stopped in his tracks, but he made a couple moves. I think that was Dane Anderson on the catch.
Yeah, he's definitely, that's twice we've seen him now. He's definitely the backup quarterback, but they found a way to utilize him. He's got a little bit of thickness to him there. Not a lot, but enough to fight through that tackle attempt and pick up the first down.
And a really good job by Leighton Wing, the receiver out there who had a lead block and made the difference. McKendry throwing deep this time. Pass is just a little bit long, incomplete. Little Dane Anderson was the intended receiver, and there's a little touching going on there and held him up just enough.
Yeah, Chase Rowland out there in coverage, number 2 for Carlisle, and nobody was going to come down with that pass. The ball was over both of their heads.
Yeah, it was like a little hook and go, and who did you say the defender was? He didn't bite. He stayed back, and so really it's probably McKendry just throwing the ball away. But so we've got about 46 seconds left. This could be the last play, depending on how long it goes. 2nd down and 10. Motion this time. Snap is back to give to Harris. Gets up the front. Runs into a big group of Indians. Only about 1.5 yards on the play.
Yeah, that looked like that was going to be a lot of yards because it looked like the offensive line opened things up pretty wide there. But once the running back went into the void, it closed up pretty quickly.
Now, this is interesting. Eagles are getting lined up. They could run the clock out here.
About 15 seconds left and the clock is running.
Yeah, I thought they were going to get up and try to get him to jump off sides, but it looks like they're just going to hold it. And that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. Your score, Carlisle 7, Mildred 0. We'll be back in just a moment.
Texas, it's football season. The lights, the crowds, rivalries. Every Friday night is game day, but here at CDL Training Academy, when it comes to your future, every day is game day. Just like on the football field, success behind the wheel of a commercial motor vehicle takes discipline, that's right, focus, that's right, and safety,
That's right.
That's why we don't just train drivers, we train champions of the road.
That's right.
And here's the win and play. We're a TPST certified school. That means when you're ready, you don't have to wait for the state. You can test right here in-house. No delay of games, no flags on the field, just results.
That's right.
If you're ready to stop sitting on the sidelines and start moving your career forward, the season starts now. Get trained, come on. Get tested, come on. Get on the road with a career that pays like a championship win.
That's right.
Don't wait till next season.
Come on.
Call CDL Training Academy today and start your CDL journey, because in Texas, whether it's football or trucking, we play to win.
Go Fi win.
Visit our Henderson, Texas office or online at cdllearn.com.
All right, welcome back. Beginning of the second quarter. Oh, I'll need to change down the graphic here in just a second.
Big 3rd and 9 for Mildred here.
Big 3rd and 9 for those of y'all who forgot the situation. Looks like a fake throw out.
Oh, look at that.
Linemen are downfield. Ball is incomplete. Tried to set up the screen. Nothing doing, Chris.
That was excellently played by the 3 down linemen for Carlisle there. Number 10, number 21, number 1. Excellent job. They read exactly what was going on. Looks like they were well coached, well prepared for this game. They read that. They covered it beautifully, and they did not let the quarterback get away with any freebies on that one. Excellent job, Carlisle and coaches, because you know that was prepared well.
So 4th down and 9 now. First really big play of the game here. The snap is back. Kendry looking downfield. Oh, man.
He had him.
He had Harris just running straight down the seam, and he just missed him. Threw it a little bit high.
Threw it behind him, it looked like.
Yeah, he just elevated, just threw it all over his head. So incomplete. A good stop by Carlisle, and that means the Indians are going to come back out and see what they can do on offense. Their last drive was very successful. Let's see if they can keep up some of that success.
Yeah, last time Mildred had the ball. They started nicely, had a big run, and then Carlisle stood up and played really good defense, shut a play down, and the ball went on the ground. Carlisle picked it up, handed it to their offense, who drove straight down the field and scored. And I know the crowd here would love to see that happen again right now, drive down the field and score again.
I mean, the cheerleaders were down there singing happy birthday. Everyone's in a good mood. They just want touchdowns. Pass is complete. Not a large gain on the play. Ryder McCamey on the completion. They look like the Broncos out there throwing screens for 1 or 2 yards.
Hey, what they're doing, they're forcing Mildred to have to cover the entire width of the field. And you might be like, oh, come on, guys, do something else that gets more yards. But if they consistently do this for the game in the 4th quarter, those Mildred defenders, hopefully, is what they're thinking, will be out of gas and not able to respond to those passes.
To give this time to Elvis Hernandez, bangs forward. Love watching him run hard, and he ran strong to get an extra 2 yards. About 5 yards on the play will bring up 3rd down and 3. I'm sorry, 3rd down and 3 coming up. Getting lined up quickly. Snap is back. The fake to Elvis. Throw out is complete, and he's got one man to beat. Does not beat him. Great catch that time by Joseph Mejia.
Plenty of yards for the first down.
That's right. Caleb Harper over there. Well, they kind of had a one-on-one situation, and it was a good tackle, but enough for a first down.
And you saw there, they threw that outside pass with a blocker in front, and the defense was not super fast responding to it and able to pick up 7 or 8 yards and get a first down.
All right, the snap is back. Ybarra's going to keep it and run. Looks for some room. Prances around, still on his feet. A great effort that time by Ybarra. I can kind of see how he got so many yards there, Chris. He's a little bit of a bull in him, you know.
He did a good job there of setting up his offensive lineman to maximize the blocking, because he kind of sat back on his hip and let himself slide through the line of scrimmage. And then when it was time to go one-on-one, he
went from
he used the strength in those legs. I'm sure he can squat decently, and was able to pick up Bully a few more yards.
The pass this time complete. That's enough for a first down to Ivan Garza. Throws it out to him quick, little 5-yard hitch.
That's not an easy catch in traffic like that, because you know that the linebackers, the second-level defenders, are going to be flowing into you, and you got to protect yourself. So great job there of catching the ball, moving immediately, and then picking up positive yards. Protected himself well.
Yes, sir. All right, so it's first down and 10, 9 minutes and 53 seconds left in the second quarter.
Carlisle's got a little bit of tempo here going.
They do. They're moving
They've got
quick.
momentum. They're going to keep it.
Garza motions out of the backfield. Then he throws it to Garza. Shake and bake. Blockers ahead of him. Runs into his own player. Puts the ball on the ground. That's going to be Eagles' ball. Boy, that was a great run until the ball came out. Recovered that time by number 19, Barham Tatum for the Eagles. And just like that, the drive ends.
Boy, it flips so quickly, doesn't it? I mean, all the momentum, all the movement, first down and more. And you see that a lot. Ball players, ball carriers fighting through defenders for more yards, and they end up giving the ball away. Man,
Yeah.
I know he wishes he had that one back.
Well, he'll get another shot.
Well, the defense here, this is one of those they've definitely had plenty of opportunity to rest. I know a lot of the guys play both ways.
Most of the guys play
So
both ways.
those that don't, we're going to lean on you as the guys who've gotten a little bit of rest here and let you set the tone in the first couple of plays.
Chris, we've got a timeout. We are, well, never mind.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
not
Whiteout's about to blow it again, so there we go.
There we go.
Super short timeout.
Says everybody get back out here. Well, they were talking about it, and they're back out. So here we are again. McKendry coming back out, and Trenton Harris. Chris, I think that was Trenton Harris. I don't think it was Slazowski. I think that 7 looks like a 2 a lot.
Okay.
And but Harris has been their guy. They give to Harris around the right side. He's got a guard that pulled. Gets up. Oh, nice little hit on the inside. Gain of about 6 on the play. Bring up second down and 4.
It looked like that was Jaden Nardoza again, who had the nice hit on the turnover the first time. He knocked down the blocker and the ball carrier there. Sometimes you got to do that defensively. If he's hiding behind his blocker well, you just got to take both of them out.
Yes,
and,
go get him. That's right.
Good job.
All right, so a little 2-back action here this time. A little 2-back stack. Fake, throws it off to the right side. Another screen set up. First down yardage. Cutting it back across the middle. Uh-oh. Hope he didn't lose it. No, he's still ahead for the first down, so that's still a first down for the Eagles. That was Leighton Wing, I believe, on the catch, and ran for about 30 yards to gain 1.
Felt like he was trying to cut back against all 11 defenders.
He was thinking about it.
And I think some of them were able to double back around, so he actually was trying to cut back against about 15 Carlisle defenders on that one.
Goodness, beautiful nights. Getting chilly out there. You kind of see the people kind of shivering, wearing their jackets, and we're up here with the air conditioner blowing because Chris is hot. So, oh, the give to Harris straight up the middle. Let's see. There was Chewy was there and a couple others. Gain of about 2 on the play. Second down and 8. Clock is down to 8 minutes and 5 seconds now in the second quarter. Well.
And again, we talked about Carlisle's going to need to play solid, good, fundamental defense against the run game, and they have so far. We got 4 receivers to the right for offense.
Yeah, and they're not over there. There's the pass is complete. Oh, big hit. Looks like that's going to be enough for another first down. That's Harris out there.
That's bully ball out there. We're going to have 3 blockers in front, throw it to the guy behind, and go straight forward.
There was some confusion that time for the Indians on defense.
Carlisle not quick enough to defend it there.
But that's okay. First and 10 for the Eagles. Getting lined up. Boy, I feel like Harris has touched the ball almost every play. The give to Harris. He gets up, finds some room, very patient, and then pounds his way forward. Looks like they gave him about 8 on the play, so that'll be second down and 2. 7 minutes, 10 seconds left on the clock in the second quarter before halftime.
And he's got this style that's kind of a pick your hole, move, slide, make it difficult for the defense.
There we go.
Defense they can't grab. They've got to put a full body move. They've got to get a good hold of.
Pressure. Flag down in the
He
backfield.
touched his face mask on that.
He touched his face mask?
He did. He
Uh-oh.
did.
You can't touch face masks.
Yeah.
Boy, that was a missed block. I didn't see who it was. I thought it was an eligible receiver, missed a block.
Ivan Garza came flying through there, linebacker blitz, and had a shot at the quarterback. Unfortunately, he ducked him, and the only thing he got a hold of was his face mask.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah.
Okay. So 15 yards on the play is going to put it, 15 to make that 25-yard penalty.
Well, it was from the line of scrimmage, which was
okay, the 42.
That action
Yeah.
happened way back behind the line of scrimmage, so it looked like
42 to the 27. Okay, yeah, I'm watching it on the replay right now. So, all right, so 1st and 10 now for Mildred. Let's see if they can get serious about scoring. 6 minutes and 47 seconds. Snap is back to McKendry. He tosses it this time.
Oh.
A little good run, breaks it up to the middle, finds some more room, gets tackled. That was number 19, Baron Tatum, on just a little pitch to him, a little jet sweep of sorts.
Little tight end around.
Yeah. Is it a sweep when it's a tight end?
Yeah, it's actually a pass, right? Because it's a little bit of a forward.
That's right.
Patrick Mahomes forward throw there. And he was difficult to tackle.
There's Slazowski that time in, takes the ball inside the 10 down to the 8 for about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5 coming up. About 6 minutes, 15 seconds left in the second quarter. That was Slazowski. They're giving Harris a breather.
Well-earned breather.
Very well earned. So lots of movement. Quads right, Slazowski left.
Not
thrown
covered.
out.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, getting around, can't get outside. Leighton Wing trying to make a move over there and loses a couple yards on the play.
So their strategy that time was, we're not going to line 4 defenders up straight in front of you over there. We're going to defend it by slanting the entire defense that way as soon as the ball snapped. And as you can see, that worked pretty decently.
It did. He ran into his own receiver over there. That was his last shot to get out of there and get some yardage, though. So 3rd down and 7 now on the play. Clock is running down to 5 minutes, 25 seconds. Eagles taking their time getting up to the line. They got to get down to about the 3-yard line for the first. Snap is back. Throwing left, he looks back across the field, and he's got his receiver open in the end zone. Touchdown, Mildred. Believe that's number 8, Paxton Southard, coming on a little crossing route, manned up, great pass, great catch, touchdown.
Yeah, when I was looking at the stats, I started looking at the receiving yards and the receiving touchdowns, and there weren't a lot of touchdowns by receivers, and I was like, well, where are the touchdowns for Mildred for receptions? And for Mr. Southard there, that's his 4th touchdown. He's a goal line specialist.
Yes, sir. So Torres puts it up. It is good. That brings our score to 7-7. Tie ball game. 5 minutes, 11 seconds left. We'll be back after this sponsor.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
All right, we are back. Josh Jared with Chris Brody, NETSN Live. Friday Night Football, Week 9, Halloween. Week 10, sorry, Halloween. It's all the things. We got a tie ball game here. And, Chris, you just made an interesting observation about what it takes to score.
Yeah, in this game so far, offensively, they've been stymied when they started the drive on their own. But when the defense hands the ball to them, both teams now have scored off turnovers. So both teams have secured a turnover. Both offenses have scored 7 points off turnovers, and just means this is going to be a close game, and protecting the ball is going to be a premium.
Turnovers are bad. The return by Grigsby finds some room. Oh, slides down. Number 55, I got to put my glasses back on. Gillespie kind of helps assist with the tackle. He's there.
I don't know if that was
And,
intentional or not, but that was kind of wild. Right
Yeah.
down in front of us there, front row seats for that one.
Boy, they had some room right there. He he slipped. So, yeah, Grigsby tries to cut it back and slips right there. Everything feels a little bit wet and slippery tonight.
Yeah, when you start getting this time of year and it gets cooler, I think the dew will settle on the grass.
Yeah.
When the sun goes down. It's supposed to drop 20 degrees here between between 7 and 9 p.m.? It's supposed to be a 20-degree drop here.
I think it already has, Chris. I went out there a little while ago, try to get some nachos, but I didn't have any cash. It was already chilly. I'm looking out there, and they're bundled up. So, all right, the snap is back. The fake to Elvis Ibarra keeps it himself. Southard comes around and makes the tackle.
Very smooth runner. Ibarra is there. He's got his eyes on the defense the whole time, rides that fake to the running back, and I've got 5 yards. I'm going to take it right there.
He reminds me of a deer, the way he moves, kind of smooth.
Yep.
Until he's ready to go, and then he becomes a bull.
Yes.
And then he just kind of...
Yeah, we definitely did see him put his foot in the ground and get a couple yards the hard way. Just man versus man.
All right, snaps back. Little motion action there. The give is to Elvis. Right up the middle. Pounding forward. Can't hardly bring him down. Over the 40-yard line down to the 39. That's a first down.
And protecting the ball very well in the process.
He had 2 arms wrapped around it.
They had a lot going on in the backfield there. At one point, there was like 3 people converging at the potential handoff spot. Defense had a lot to look at. Probably caused the linebackers to kind of have to stop for a second and think about it. That's exactly what Carlisle wants. They want you to slow down, think about it, not play reactive football, give them a chance to almost be by you in a second.
All right, so here comes the motion. The snap is back. Ibarra's keeping it once again, following his elite blocker. Then again, dancing around enough to get 5 yards out of the play. Boy, he was smoked, but he was very patient. McCamey came in motion and did a lead block for him.
Yeah, sometimes when a guy comes in motion across, you can tell like he's trying to pull the defense wide. And then when McCamey came across in motion, there was like he's looking to hit somebody. Yeah. He's lumbering more in motion. He's looking to block someone.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at McCamey down there right now, and he looks like a kid who likes to lift weights and hit things
Yeah,
hard.
he looks like he wanted to hit you. If he's got a chance to catch a pass or hit you, he looked like maybe his priority would be to hit you.
All right, Chris, we've got a timeout, so stay with us. We'll be back in just a moment.
Your vehicle is one of the biggest investments you'll make, and at Fairway Ford, we're committed to keeping you on the road. Our service technicians are experts in all aspects of every vehicle we put our customers in. And with our mobile service, you can stay safely where you are. Our team comes to you to fix whatever issue you're having. Learn more and book your next appointment at fairwayfordhenderson.net.
All right, welcome back. What a beautiful night. We've got us a good game, 7-7. And things are going well for both teams, and I mean it feels like it's pretty evenly matched. This is a big game for the second spot in district. The winner takes all.
Yeah, both teams had trouble with Frankston, and I think everybody's going to have trouble with Frankston, especially as playoff season comes close. But this is the fight for second place in the district, and it looks like Carlisle here offensively staking their claim to get the home playoff game.
All right, so the Indians moving the ball, 2nd down and 6. Elvis with a big hit. Oh, that was Slezowski laying the wood right at Elvis's leg. Still gets 2 yards till Elvis gets hit and just keeps moving forward. So brings up about 3rd down and 5.
It was a great job by the linebacker there, Slezowski, getting blocked almost to the ground, able to make a play, get a shoulder on the leg of the ball carrier.
Slezowski. All right, 2 minutes, 45 seconds. The clock is running. So big play coming up here, 3rd down and 5. Rolls out to the right, has a receiver, complete. He's going to get out of bounds. That'll stop the clock, and that's enough for an Indian first down.
Yep, White Hat says first down. Nice little half roll motion there to the boundary.
Yeah. Mejia running a great little route, catching the ball, turning it up, getting a couple yards real quick. And great play all the way around. So clock is stopped at 2 minutes and 36 seconds. I think once you get in 5 minutes inside the half, they start stopping the clock. So 2 backs this time. Elvis goes in motion. He's out of there.
Look for the throw. There
Barra
it is.
out to Elvis. Good catch. Had to go down for it. Shake and bake. Pretty good block, but is that going to be...
I think it's going to be a holding or block in the back.
Garza was out there doing his best.
If that had been a clean throw that he'd been able to catch and turn upfield right away, I think he would have been able to help his blocker out a little bit.
Yeah, if he gets a clean pass out there, Elvis has to kind of come back and lean down to get it. But if he hits him in stride out there, he might be doing the touchdown dance right about now.
Yeah,
Chris.
I think Ibarra was a little too excited on that one. Like we said, we saw that on the goal line where they ran that motion. Mildred didn't do anything to adjust to it, and they ran the other direction. And I said, I think they'll go back to that and throw it. That was a good spot to do it. Unfortunately, not on the same page with the pass, and because of that, the wide receiver ended up with a holding penalty or a block in the back.
So here we are, first down and 20. Man, you hate to have first and 20 when you're moving the ball 5-6 yards a pop. Clock is at 2 minutes and 27 seconds, so not much of a factor yet. The snap is back, throws it out to Mejia. Good catch, slips through the tackle. Little spin move, great job. Finally stopped by number 7, Trenton Harris, of course. Stripped the ball out, but the clock is still running. Gain of about 7 yards on the play.
He didn't get out of bounds there, huh?
He did not. No, it was a...
Looked like he was fighting to try to get out of bounds, but...
It looks like we have a timeout, though.
Oh, yeah, 2 minute stoppage.
A little bit of timeout. We're going to take a timeout also. We'll be back in just a moment.
We have gone insane here at CDL Training Academy. Get your CDL fast for only $2,900. How can we do this?
Because we're a crazy boys.
Get down to Henderson now. Call or click today to get your CDL.
All right, Chris. Have you been to the haunted school bus yet?
I have
past
not.
Week? You haven't?
I have not. My wife was not in favor of putting that on our plans for the weekend, unfortunately.
What are y'all waiting on?
I don't know. I guess there's other things, that take priority this time of year. But I am sure that there are some folks who that's a priority for them.
A haunted school bus is open. Well, tonight you can't go, but tomorrow night you sure can. So
there you go.
If you are, Luke McKendry or Dakota Grigsby or Elvis Hernandez, and you're listening to this tomorrow on Saturday,
and you want to find a way to celebrate the big win,
well, I just said players from both teams, so you can't both win, but go to the haunted school bus. All right, second down and about 14. Ibarra back. He's going to throw a nice little pass. Complete. It's going to be about 7 yards on the play. I didn't see who that was complete to. Oh, yeah, I did. That was Ivan Garza on the play.
It's a great job here of taking the next 2 downs after the big penalty loss in yards and systematically gaining some of those yards back to make it a reasonable third and long still, but a reasonable third down here.
Getting about 6 yards of play, right? So now it's 3rd and 8. You get 6 yards on this play, then it's 4th down and 2, and next thing you know, you have a first down. 1 minute and 20 left on the clock, by the way, in the second quarter, so... Clock is running. Ibarra takes the snap. He's back there by himself. Oh, I thought he was going to take a shot down the field, but he took a shot from Serafin Gillespie.
Sweet name. There's some great names on these rosters
little
tonight.
Serafin coming at you like a missile. Okay, speaking of the haunted school bus, we'll be right back.
There's something spooky going on at Stillwater RV Resort. Tales of old coming back to haunt the guests and the locals alike. Stillwater and CDL Training Academy present the Haunted Bus Ride. Take a trip back to see the resort of old and witness the staff come to life to bring back souls that are so bold. If you dare try to ride, fright and fear will be by your side. For a mere $5, test your luck in hopes you don't get stuck. For 2 weekends only, come to Stillwater RV Resort if you dare.
All right, so 4th down and 15 here, and it looks like they're going to go for it, Chris. They might kick it. No. Barr tries to get around the side. He had a receiver down there that looked like Mejia, but pass is incomplete. Throws a little too high, and that's a turnover. So now with 1 minute and 6 seconds left, Mildred will have a chance to kind of go down the field and see what they can put together before the half.
I'm going to say right now that a turnover on downs is not the same as forcing a turnover. So I'm not expecting a touchdown on this drive.
Okay. Turnover on downs. Well, that was a big sack on 3rd down.
That was a momentum shifter for sure.
You could have maybe a holding call on the drive, but you can't have a sack and a holding call and still get the first down. So,
Yep.
All right, here we go. It looks like they're in. We got twins both sides. Harris motions out. McKendry rolls to the right. Boom. Hits Leighton Wing with the pass right at the first down marker, about a yard short. Clock is stopped. So 54 seconds left on the clock.
Carlisle here fully anticipating the passing game, and they're pinning their ears back and coming on the defensive line.
Oh, here comes the blitz on the outside. He's got him. He's there. Ivan Garza coming on the blitz. Got him. Let's see if they stop the clock. Clock is running at 42-41, and there's a timeout. Looks like the Indians just called the timeout. I think. That's odd.
We got no indicator, but it was the official on this side.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was the Indians. Yeah, Indians
Looks
called.
like they're going to force them to play out the downs and maybe have to punt. Not a bad idea because it's 3rd and more than 10 here. And if they don't pick up the first down, you can come after the punt.
Yeah, that's kind of a Sean Payton move. You know, they've got a great defense in Denver, and they do that all the time before the half. Even if they get a couple yards, they're going to call a timeout and put the pressure on the offense to go and at least get a first down, or they're going to get the ball back. So, yeah, that's.
Well, Juan Diaz here, who we've seen make some plays for Carlisle, he's got a blocked kick on his resume for this year. And I think they'd like nothing more than to get a stop here on 3rd down and then give a chance for some of their playmakers to go after that punt. See if they can flip the game, flip the momentum right before the half.
Flip the momentum. Let's see. Mildred will get the kickoff in the second half, and so this would really be a double bonus for them if they can get down in scoring position. 40 seconds left. Snap is back. They are handing off to Harris. Harris has some room, though. He's got the first down. He's out across the 47-yard line. Did he get out of bounds? Yes, they're stopping the clock. Well, they might be stopping it. They're going to keep running the clock. It's a first down, so 31 seconds left here.
After
they're getting lined up.
After they set it.
The ball is set. They are running the clock. 30 seconds, 29. Kendry's back. He's throwing it deep downfield, going for Southard. Misses him. Clock is down to 24 at the incomplete. A couple extra seconds ran off there down to 22. Nice.
Yeah, on that
nice
previous play,
on
that previous play, it looked like Carlisle, I think, was maybe a little too. I don't know what the right word is. Sometimes you watch your defense on a 3rd and long, and they give up something, and you're, come on, guys, I need you to play a little bit more aggressively out there. A little too protective, a little too sit back and try to guard the first down marker, and it did not work out well for them. Now they're scrambling to try to make sure they keep them out scoring range.
Motion. 22 seconds on the clock. The deep pitch pass. He's not open. Boy, that was what went flying? Flag? Is that roughing the quarterback?
So we might get a roughing the passer call here.
Yeah, the flip was to Dane Anderson, who's the backup quarterback. Didn't really look like he had a good handle on the ball when he threw it, but he had a receiver open. roughing the quarterback, so that'll give him 15 yards. Clock is at 16 seconds right now.
And that is not what Carlisle wanted to do, not more free yards. On that last drive that they scored, where Mildred scored, it was aided by a lot of free yards by Carlisle. The coaches are taking exception to this.
Yeah, they're
very animated.
Yeah, we got some excitement, Chris. White Hat is explaining what happened. Nobody's buying, though, Chris.
Oh, we got coaches touching officials.
It was a friendly touch, Chris. Just kind of, rubbed his back a little bit and said, "You're doing a great job out there, sir." All right, so whatever that conversation was about, it didn't really matter, and play's going to resume.
16 seconds on the play clock.
Yeah, I'm not sure how good of a kicker Manuel Torres is. I'm not sure what his range is. We don't have one of those lines on the field like you get on Fox and CBS,
We do not.
We don't. All right, so here comes motion. Snap is back. McKendry rolls right. He's got a receiver. Southern's open, slips, bangs down inside the 20-yard line. He's down 8-7, 7 seconds left. They're going to stop the clock. Mildred has a couple timeouts left. Not sure. Use them or lose them, guys. I mean, oh, there we go. Okay,
Looks like they're
using them. Okay. Well, we're going to stay here because it's so exciting. And after that haunted bus ride commercial, I'm a little scared to click back onto the commercials, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to sleep tonight, but we're definitely going to go hit up the haunted bus ride tomorrow night.
You're not going to be able to sleep tonight because I'm going to come over a little bit later and throw eggs at your house. So,
What are we, 13? Just don't
if
put
it's enjoyable when you're a teenager, that just means it's enjoyable. Actually, we can't throw eggs anymore. Everything's too expensive.
Yeah, eggs are way too expensive.
So I got to find something that's not
Isn't
expensive.
there,
to
what
throw.
about what you put in the bag and then light it on fire and throw it at the house? Is
Oh,
that a
that's
thing?
true. That's true.
Yeah, that's not that expensive, but there won't be any of that either. So.
Nope.
All right. But you're welcome to come over, Chris, if you want to bring some wings or maybe a burger. I'm going to be hungry since I couldn't get any nachos here tonight. Anyone who has cash, go down there and ask the folks, the nice Indian fans, if they have cash. All right, here we go. They are setting up for a field goal.
And it is Torres.
It is Torres. This is from 36 yards out. Crowd's going crazy. High snap. He gets it down and sets it. Boy, that ball was a line drive shot. No good. Not good. 2 seconds left. So Carlisle will come out. Stay with us at halftime. We will have the camera on the field for both bands to come out and play and any other sort of performers. And yeah, it's going to be great. So stick around with us. And then for the second half, Chris, this is going to be a good game in the second half.
Yeah, definitely. It's very likely might come down to who's got the ball last, and protecting the ball is going to be probably what both coaches preach heavily in the locker room at halftime.
Yeah. All right, victory formation here. So that is going to end this half. Give us just a moment, and we'll be back for both band performances.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Your vehicle is one of the biggest investments you'll make, and at Fairway Ford, we're committed to keeping you on the road. Our service technicians are experts in all aspects of every vehicle we put our customers in. And with our mobile service, you can stay safely where you are. Our team comes to you to fix whatever issue you're having. Learn more and book your next appointment at fairwayfordhenderson.net.
This is where legends rise and moments are made.
They're still on his feet. Come on, let's go, still on his feet.
From the buzzer beaters to the game winners, we bring you the action. Raw, real, relentless. We cover every angle, every story. From the streets to the stadiums,
We're going all the way.
your favorite athletes, your teams,
Ford breaks some tackle. Oh my gosh.
your passion, all in one place. New games, live shows.
Here he goes. He's got some blockers.
This is the future of sports media.
There he goes. Quick up into the secondary.
This isn't just a network. This is a movement.
Ooh, oh, he ran over the filter.
Welcome to NETSN Game On.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mildred High School is proud to present the 2025 Mildred Eagle Band. The band section of the week is the trumpets. This year, the Eagle Band is excited to bring to you their halftime show titled Metal Strike, featuring the music of on-the-field music and legendary rock band AC/DC. Tonight, under the good direction of senior drum major Hannah Bottoms, the band will be performing Part 1, Animal Anthem, Part 2, Forged, and Part 3, Thunderstruck. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mildred High School Band. week, bringing home the silver medal at the state military marching contest. Congratulations. I would like to recognize and thank our military administration team, school board, teachers, staff, parents, and community for their continued support of our program. Go Eagles!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Carlisle Independent School District is proud to present the 5-time state marching champion and your 2025 silver medalist award winning the Carlisle Indian Band. The Indian Band is under the leadership of the senior of girls science and junior Adeline Garcia. We would now like to introduce our 2025-2026 twirl and flag lines. Our flag line, senior Maria Villanueva, senior Sarah E. Garza, senior Morelli Jaime, senior Morelli Sanchez, junior Cindy Enriquez, junior Jessica Hernandez, and sophomore Samantha Cardenas. Our twirling line, senior Addison Smith, junior Adeline Garcia, freshman Ureli Gallegos, and freshman Tamar Villegas. Tonight, they will perform to the hit, I Want You Back. Our twirler of the week is Ureli Gallegos, and our flag member of the week is Morelli Sanchez. The twirling and flag lines are under the direction of Miss Lady Barron. The Indian band will now perform their UIO contest drill for the final time, including Bellator Fanfare by Hawthorne, Kinesi by Fucci, Ezra March by Comzak, Glorious Victory by Kimball, and March Ponderoso by King. The Carlisle Indian Band would now like to recognize the 2025-26 band senior class. When you hear your name called, come forward to be recognized at the front of the group. Yesenia Alvarez. Carmen Esparza. Samantha Espinoza. Jose Garcia. Giovanni Garza. Estrella Hernandez. Morelli Jaime. Ellie Laredo. Daisy Martinez. Abril Saenz. Morelli Sanchez. Addison Smith. Dionel Vargas. William Vega. Maria Villanueva. And Sarah E. Garza. The band senior class of 2026 has had a very successful 5 years in the Carlisle Indian Band program. This class was named the TMBA Class 2A Honor Band and performed in San Antonio during their freshman year. They also won the gold medal at the UIL State Military Marching Contest for 4 consecutive years and were named the silver medalist this week at the UIL State Marching Contest. Each year they have been in the band program, they have earned a sweepstakes award that recognizes first divisions in both marching and concert and sight reading contests. All 3 band directors are very proud of this senior class for their hard work and dedication to the band program. We've had many great memories over the past 5 years and look forward to a great finish to your senior year. We would now like to recognize the Carlisle Band Bow and Sweetheart for this school year. Year 2025 Band Bow, Dionel Vargas. And your 2025 Band Sweetheart, Abril Saenz. The Carlisle Indian Band is under the direction of Chris Clifton. Assistant directors are Gabrielle Guidry and Isaac Ferguson. Superintendent of Carlisle ISD is Mr. Josh Johnson. High school principal, Norman Carter. Junior high principal, Paul Richards. We would like to thank you for your support and attention to tonight's halftime performance.
Texas, it's football season. The lights, the crowds, rivalries. Every Friday night is game day, but here at CDL Training Academy, when it comes to your future, every day is game day. Just like on the football field, success behind the wheel of a commercial motor vehicle takes discipline, that's right, focus, that's right, and safety.
That's right.
That's why we don't just train drivers, we train champions of the road.
That's right.
And here's the win and play. We're a TPST certified school. That means when you're ready, you don't have to wait for the state. You can test right here in-house. No delay of games, no flags on the field, just results.
That's right.
If you're ready to stop sitting on the sidelines and start moving your career forward, the season starts now. Get trained, come on. Get tested, come on. Get on the road with a career that pays like a championship win.
That's right.
Don't wait till next season.
Come on.
Call CDL Training Academy today and start your CDL journey, because in Texas, whether it's football or trucking, we play to win.
Go Five Win.
Visit our Henderson, Texas office or online at cdllearn.com.
All right. Welcome back to Indian Stadium, where we have us a tie ball game. Big district matchup between Mildred and Carlisle, the Eagles versus the Indians, and we've had a great first half. The score is 7-7. Just a reminder, winner of this game locks in second place in district. And so now let's just say for a minute that Carlisle loses tonight. They can still make the playoffs next week, but the scenario would be they would have to, even if they lose next week and this week and next week against Kearns, they can still make the playoffs as long as they lose by less than 13 points. So
I'm thinking, Josh, right now there's some Carlisle fans that are like, why the heck is that man talking about this?
Why is he talking about it? Well, listen, I'm just saying I'm just trying to give all the scenarios because there might be some people trying to make plans of, are we going to playoffs or are we not? Yeah. And so just saying, even if – so Carlisle's in a good position right now. It'd be easier just to go ahead and win tonight and you lock in a home game, in a couple weeks for the first round of the playoffs. I think that's how it works down here anyways in 2A. And here they come, all excited. Chris saw a lot of kids out there for the football team marching in the band at halftime.
We're not used to that because most of the games that we've been at this year for halftime was White House. We typically are at the White House games, and that's a monstrous band. And never do you ever see a football player out there marching in the band. But here, where there's not a ton of students going to school at the high school, they've got a double duty and an impressive amount of football players for Carlisle marching out there. Not just playing an instrument, which is enough work, but out there marching and putting all the hours in to learn the march and to go and do it and perform it and compete. That's incredible.
Yeah, and props to Carlisle. I think someone said they got second in state or top 5 in state in their marching competition. If someone wants to correct me on the YouTube chat line, you certainly can. But you could see why it's great that there's so much buy-in from football players on the team to get out there and march. And you could see why it's such a superb team. A lot of guys sometimes would think maybe I'm too cool for school or something, and not go out and participate. But, man, Carlisle had a wonderful march at halftime. I was very impressed.
The community, the crowd, they were into it, and for good reason. You can tell they were well-prepared, well-trained. So bravo and kudos to the band department here at Carlisle. Fantastic job today. Enjoyed watching it.
Speaking of craziness, this is the kickoff that Carlisle has going. They put them in groups of threes.
Threes and twos out there.
Threes and twos. And then they all are going to do something. Maybe they run up to the ball. And I'm not sure what the purpose of this is, Chris. Is this just to see if they can catch Mildred off, sleeping?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Mildred's got an interesting return setup here. A lot of guys up front. I bet they're going to back off
they
if
will.
There's a change.
If they... All right, so here we go. Ivan Garza, fake. And there they go. Now they back off a little bit. So
now, when I coached in Georgia, that was illegal. It was illegal to approach the ball and not kick it.
Well,
so
this ain't Georgia.
Nope.
This ain't Georgia. All right, deep kick. Caught by the sophomore, bringing it out over the 20 to the 25, breaking it back to the 30. He's got a little bit of room. Taken down finally by Juan Diaz, but that was Dane Anderson. Pretty good little return there. We've seen Anderson, the sophomore, getting a little involved for Mildred over there tonight.
And I think they might have an injury at the wide receiver. I don't want to speculate, but he's definitely played a lot of snaps tonight and been an integral part of what they're doing on special teams and even on offense as well. So we've seen a lot of him out there.
And the sweep pass that he got roughed on. So big 15 yards, didn't turn into any points. But all right, so here we go. 2 touchdowns tonight, one by each team. Both of them coming off of turnovers. Yeah, so hang on to the ball. Here we go. Harris to the inside, outside, breaks it out, breaks a tackle. Gets a couple other hard-earned yards, but only about 2 or 3.
He was mashing the controller with the spin move there. A lot of spin move to the outside.
It was. You got to be careful when you mash that spin move controller in Madden because sometimes you put the ball on the ground,
We saw that a couple times earlier in this game.
Yes, sir.
Ball security is going to be at a premium this half because, like we mentioned, both teams scored, picking up on the momentum when the defense handed them a turnover. And I imagine both teams talked about making sure that no gifts. It's trick-or-treat night, but no treats tonight.
Slant pass across the middle is complete. Caught. Enough for a first down. Caught by Caleb Harper that time. Good timing on the pass by McKendry. That was a pretty sharp-looking play right there. First down and 10.
Carlisle in a zone defense there, giving a lot of space to the receivers. And Mildred said, okay, we'll take that space and we'll throw that slant route and give our receiver a chance to pick up some yards. And good adjustments here. This is kind of like a chess match where one team makes some changes, the other side has to make changes in response.
Sir, Twins right. Give to Harris. Finds a little room up the middle, but Ivan Garza puts a stop to that after only a gain of yard. Good tackle by him coming from the backside.
Cade Garrett in there. No, I'm sorry. Brandon Garza in there as well. Lots of Garzas out there teaming up on defense, making it difficult for Mildred.
All right, so third quarter, 10 minutes, 20 seconds left. Just got started here for those y'all just joined us. 7-7 ball game here. Mildred driving, and there have been 2 touchdowns tonight, both on pretty long drives and 2 turnovers. So but we got that quads right look. The pitch to the right. Slazowski in this time, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, I think. Whistle's blowing.
And again, we saw earlier when Mildred tried to do that overload. As soon as momentum went that direction, Carlisle was responding by fast-flowing the defense in the same direction, where they had a number of receivers or a number of blockers trying to get outside and outflank them. And they were successful. That's second time now we've seen them be successful defensively, defending it that way.
And I apologize. That was Trenton Harris on the play, not Slazowski. So that 7 tricked me. Thought it was a 2. All right, there's the fake sweep. He's got pressure screen to that side if he can get out, and he does. Harris gets out about 8 yards. That was a big 3rd down and 10 play, or 3rd and 9. Looks like he got about 8. Probably going to be about a yard short. See where they mark him.
I think they've got him marked for a first down.
They're pulling it. He's looking, and he's going to be, oh, goodness.
It looks like we bent.
First down, yeah.
The sticks got bent, it looks like.
I thought they took him down, but I couldn't see from up here. But, boy, the pressure came from that right side, and that's right where they were throwing that screen pass. So good call that time by Mildred's coaches.
And from the angle both that we have and you can see on the film, it looks like, oh, they're out there. There's 2 defenders, but they were beat to the outside. It's hard to see exactly where they are in reference to each other on the field. It's a good play call.
Quick pass outside, almost broken up, taken by number 10. Strong running moves, showing some power that time by Caleb Harper.
Yeah, he's one of those receivers. They've basically got most of their receptions split among 3 or 4 receivers. Mildred does. They don't necessarily favor one guy over the others. And that's good because then as a quarterback, you can throw it to a number of guys and depend on them. And they probably each have their strengths. We just saw for sure that Caleb Harper's strength is running through tackles for sure.
Yeah, Caleb Harper, good-looking receiver over there. And, great job. A lot of hustle. All right, so here's the snap, the fake, throwing it out again, out to Wing. Wing takes it and takes it across the first down yardage needed to gain. So first down, another first down for the Eagles on this drive. They're cooking with 8 minutes and 17 seconds left. The clock is running.
Yeah, they found something that they like. Now, we saw Carlisle doing this too. We saw Carlisle throwing passes to the sideline. This is a different way, though, to set it up because when Mildred's throwing passes to the sideline, they're doing so with blockers in front. And when Carlisle was throwing passes to the sideline, they were literally trying to space the field and put receivers everywhere. And it's working out with the blockers here for
Give
Mildred.
this time to Harris. Yeah, very crowded backfield. It's going to lose maybe 5 yards on the play. Let's see where they spot. Boy, they didn't give him the benefit of the doubt at all there. That's a 5-yard loss on that play.
Every bit of 5 yards.
Yeah.
Goodness. That's a great job defensively there, too, by Carlisle. If you're going to give us a chance to tackle you in the backfield because you're not throwing the ball out quickly, we're going to do it. That appears to be the strategy they've come out with in the second half. And it's been effective here when they've gotten their hands on someone in the backfield, for sure.
All right, so 2nd and 15. They get backed up. Let's see. They got a couple receivers out there. Give us to Harris. Oh, up front. Oh, he breaks it, and he's got a little bit of room, but a great tackled that time. All right. Well, it looks like we're going to have an official timeout here. We will be back in just a moment. Let's hear from our haunted school bus.
There's something spooky going on at Stillwater RV Resort. Tales of old coming back to haunt the guests and locals alike. Stillwater and CDL Training Academy present the Haunted Bus Ride. Take a trip back to see the resort of old and witness the staff come to life to bring back souls that are so bold. If you dare try to ride, fright and fear will be by your side. For a mere $5, test your luck in hopes you don't get stuck. For 2 weekends only, come to Stillwater RV Resort if you dare.
We have gone insane here at CDL Training Academy. Get your CDL fast for only $2,900. How can we do this?
Because we're a crazy boys.
Get down to Henderson now. Call or click today to get your CDL.
All right, welcome back after the official timeout. Boy, great effort on that run. I thought he had more than that. They were back 5 yards. That was about a 9-yard gain on that play. 3rd down and 7 coming up now for the Eagles. See what they come up with. Harris in the backfield next to McKendry. Motion that time. You give to Harris. He's got a big old slot.
Oh.
He's going into the touchdown.
This is
flag.
coming back. Yeah.
Wow.
Mildred, the big tight end, Baron Tatum, had this great block on the defensive end and decides for some reason to spin him around and throw him. And ends up getting called for the hold on the spin and throw.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
You saw it. Boy, it had nothing to do with the play either, so that
It was at the point of attack originally, but yeah, he was blocked nicely. And then he added a little flair to it, little Ric Flair to it, and unfortunately,
yeah, boy,
that's a huge penalty for Mildred.
Well, let's see what happens here, because that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 18.
Yeah, take 6 off the board, and now you're looking at 3rd and 18.
That's right. 7 minutes, 3 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, by the way. This is still the first drive of the second half.
Carlisle better be ready to defend on the outside with blockers in front.
That's right. 2 backs there. Kendry looks around. He's chunking it down the field. No one's going to be there except for 4 or 5 defenders. Leighton Wing was kind of running a post, but it cut it off. So McKendry just throwing it up there. This will be interesting. See what they do here. If they decide to try to punt it, pin him deep, or what. This is kind of your no man's land here at the 36-yard line, Chris.
Mildred offensive line did a good job there blocking, giving as much time as possible for McKendry to try to find a receiver. Ended up with a couple of Carlisle players on the ground, a little bit of a pile-up in the pocket there. And thankfully the officials didn't throw a flag. Wasn't necessary, didn't need it, and they held off.
Was that a pup?
What's that?
Pile up in the pocket.
Pile up in the pocket, yeah.
It's a pup.
Yep. I was thinking when you said that, physically unable to perform.
Yeah, I know. That's all right, so something's going on here. White Hat's coming over to talk. Well, I don't know. I don't know what's happening, Chris. 4th down. Clocks aren't running. 6:38 left in the 3rd quarter.
They just reset the play clock to 25, but it hasn't started yet. I think he's going to do a start on my...
And there's the start right there.
There
Okay.
we go. Hard reset. 4th and a long, long way.
All right. Coming. Sophomore gets the pass. It's going to be a halfback pass. He's got a receiver. Interception. Coming back this time. This is Dakota Grigsby on it. Gets back out almost, well, about 5 yards short of where they might have been had they batted the ball down. But it was a great interception. And there's that turnover we've been talking about.
There we go.
It was turnover on downs. I think they kind of threw it up. It was almost like a punt, right?
We'll see if this counts as a turnover on downs or a.
Yeah, that's interesting. We'll stay
you
right
can't,
here.
You can't take that interception away from him. And Grigsby now is walking a little gingerly. He might be the second Carlisle player we've seen needing some attention for cramping. Apparently they were not drinking salt water at halftime or pickle juice.
No salt water. Salt water.
I don't know.
I think salt water dehydrates you more.
Yeah.
People have died being stranded
probably
at sea.
shouldn't. Probably shouldn't.
Yeah. All right, no backs to look this time. Ibarra in for the first time in the second half. Throws it over. Good catch out to the 30. Boom. Big hit right there. That hit laid by Dane Anderson, the sophomore once again, and great catch.
Joseph Mejia out there looks like when he catches the ball, he wants all the smoke. He's like, give me all of it. I'm ready to hit somebody.
Yeah, he's definitely not afraid. Gain of about 5 on the play. So 2nd down and 5.
And this game is rapidly becoming who can throw the ball successfully outside with some blocking.
All right, so the snap is back to Ibarra. He's going to keep it himself. Can't get through 55. Once again, your boy Serafin Gillespie.
Yeah, that happened quickly.
Sack.
That was shut down very quickly.
Well, it looks like they almost did a little. Not sure why they weren't blocked. It wasn't a blitz. That was just.
I think they might have changed up the way that they're lining up defensively on the line, and they might have moved Gillespie inside where he has a speed advantage, because that happened very quickly, very quickly.
Brian Garza out now looking for some pickle juice. It's pickle juice, I think, is what we're looking for.
Yeah, I don't know why I said
That's
salt water.
The anti-cramp serum. Cramp, not crap. Cramp. There we go. Oh, running around. He's going to well, he hangs on to it. Oh, big hit.
You can outrun one, but you're not going to get away from 2 of them.
Yeah, 39-yard line makes it about 2 yards short of the first down. So 4th down and 2 coming up, boy.
From their own 39.
Yeah, you don't want to give the ball back here.
I think that after that play where it was blown up so quickly in the backfield, you got to punt here.
You got to punt. Well, it looks like they've got Chewy. Chewy's back.
Might be Chewy back. Might be the biggest punter I've ever seen.
His first punt was kind of a side-by-side, end over end, went out of bounds. So let's see what happens here. I think Chewy's got a pretty good leg. See if he gets all of it. Oh, it's a high snap. That's okay. He catches it. End over end. If it bounces. Oh, nice catch that time by Harris. Harris coming back around. He's got room. He gets thrown out of bounds all the way back. And that's going to be literally 1 yard over the line of scrimmage where it would have been had they gone for it and not made it. So,
yeah, he did it. Harris did a great job of fielding that bounce. That's one of those punts where, the ball starts bouncing like that with that end over end. That could go really bad for the return team. It went right to him, and he's very experienced with the ball in his hands, so he knows exactly what he's doing. Looks like there might have been a penalty here. They have not flipped the sticks. It still says 4th down. They're holding the spot from 4th down.
Yeah, Chris, you've been a special teams coach before, and I haven't been a special teams coach, but I've been a coach, and anytime you see a ball spinning that quickly and bouncing off the ground and going at a returner, my inside says, get away from the ball, don't touch it.
Well, though you are correct. If there was traffic, it's get away from the ball. He still had probably a 10, 15-yard halo around him without any defensive players, so he had a little bit of space to operate there. And honestly, if you have one guy that's picking up a bouncing ball, you'd like it to be your playmaker on offense.
Chris, I'm not sure what's going on here.
here.
Maybe they've gone to New York to review. Oh, here we go. Hold, block in the back. Okay. And then a dead ball foul.
Unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike.
Oh,
so,
goodness.
So this is going to be a 10-yard penalty from where the flag is, which is at the 47, which should put it back to the 43. And then a 15-yarder from there, which would push it back to a 23-yard line maybe?
Wow.
23-yard line. There it is. So 25 yards worth of penalties. I think Harris has 100 yards this half that have been called back on penalties now.
Oh, man.
He's probably not happy about that either.
Well, I was unsure there because they held the chains with the 4th down location as though Carlisle maybe would still keep the ball. But it was definitely penalties related to the punt return, which, again, I don't know why they're blocking anyone in the back.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have been necessary in any way, shape, or form on that return.
No. I think they were probably keeping the there because Carlisle might have had the option to repunt it, but well, maybe not. All right, here we go. Mildred, 1st down and 10. Snap is back. The give to Harris. Trying to get around outside. I don't think he's going to make it, and he doesn't. Taken down, I'm going to use the word violently, by Juan Diaz. Kind of grabbed him and ripped him down.
And again, you can get by one guy, and he actually got by 3, and it was the 4th guy that brought him down.
Is there a flag down?
Are they going to try to call a horse collar? It looked like he was brought down by his jersey.
If that was Tom Brady, they'd be arrested. All right, let's see what they come up. Probably going to be a personal foul. Yeah, personal foul, horse collar. Yeah, I thought it was, but I didn't see a flag, so I didn't want to call anyone out. Like I did say, taken down violently.
There's a lot of jersey being pulled, so again, it's on the other side of the field. No. We are not young.
No.
Our eyes have seen a lot of life, and
a lot of life. And so the ball's back to the 43. It kind of cancels out the unsportsmanlike from the punt. And here we go. So 1st down and 10. 4 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. It is running. Harris getting to the outside. Finding a little bit of room. He's following his blocker. Enough for a 1st down. Fights for a couple more yards. A good block. Lead block by Dane Anderson out there. And great play, so that's enough for a 1st down. Eagles right at midfield. Uh-oh. Helmet comes off.
Now we're throwing the ball. We could end up with multiple unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah.
That's just a weird situation.
Yeah, we're still trying to figure out what's going on. There is a flag down. I don't know if he feels like his helmet got ripped off.
No, he took it off himself and threw it on the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we don't know. Something must have happened.
Trent Harris unhappy with something. Made it known. I just want to point out that
dead ball foul.
Unsportsmanlike on Carlisle. And nothing. Okay, all right. This game is becoming a game of.
So I'm not sure what happened, but we missed it, Chris. We're going to have to go back and watch the video later tonight.
Whatever it was that started that whole thing. But number 10 is on the sideline again, and it looks like the coaches are unhappy with him, and he's been at the heart of a bunch of things tonight, good and bad. Mildred, offensive line, just put on a clinic on that last play of athleticism, getting outside on the outside zone and creating lanes for Mr. Harris to pick up some serious yards on that run. That was a fantastic job by what they typically call the big fellas, acting like they're the small fellas with the athleticism that.
Yeah, we're having some issues. Yeah, we're having some issues right now. Having a little issues with our signal, but I think we might be back pretty close to now. So here we go. 1st down and 10. McKendry rolls out to the right. Great pass right down the middle, enough for a 1st down. Once again, the throw out to Caleb Harper. And 1st down and 10. Clock continues to run at 3:47 in the 3rd quarter.
Harper, good job getting arms underneath the ball, close to the ground. Didn't have to run anyone over on that one, but did need to adjust, get to the ground, and secure the catch without the ball hitting the ground. Did a good job of it there. Mildred here is having some success with that little half roll. Quarterback takes the shotgun snap and half rolls to the right, giving him some options, deep, middle, and shallow.
All right, so 1st down and 10 now. Snap is back. Slazoskian. I might have said his name wrong. Wow, how about that response right there from the Indians?
And I just want to credit the backside of the defensive line because he started that play off looking like he was going to the right. We had 2 offensive linemen, again, athletically pull to the right. And it would be very easy for the backside of that defensive line to start chasing and lose their contained position. But they did a fantastic job because when that running back tried to come back, bounce it back, he ended up losing yards instead of finding a spot to run. Honest, true, fundamental, good play by the defensive line by Carlisle there.
All right, so 2nd down and 13, a big 3-yard loss on the play. Motion this time. Henry rolls right, looking for that out again. Well, he was looking for Proctor out there. I'm sorry, not Proctor. Paxton Southard.
Yeah, and again, he had 3 levels.
Yeah.
That time he threw to the deep receiver who was well covered. He had an underneath route that was about at the 1st down marker, and the guy that was his short route looks like Carlisle's new strategy is to prevent anybody from coming out of the backfield to be the outside receiver because they pretty much bottled him up and prevented him from being able to even get out there, which is smart defense. Good defense by Carlisle.
All right, a big 3rd down play here. Motion again. 2 backs in the backfield. There's a backwards pass out to Harris. Harris finding room. Wow, great play that time by Brandon Garza and Juan Diaz. Bottling him up after only a 3-4 yard gain. We have a flag down again.
I think the officials have enjoyed being part of the game here. This is kind of an unnecessary flag. Behind the play, there was, I don't know. I'm not a fan, but it is what it is.
You're not a fan of another flag?
No, not on that one either.
6 or 7 penalties holding. Yeah.
I mean, they've walked off, 70 yards of penalties so far in this quarter?
On this drive. Yeah, starting with the punt, there was 25, 2 15-yarders, 30, so that's 55, and then 2 10-yarders.
Yeah, we're at 75 yards of penalty walk-offs.
And that doesn't even count the offsetting
the
15-yarders each way.
Goodness. Now it's 3rd and a mile.
3rd and 2 miles.
But what Carlisle cannot do here is what they did last time that they had 3rd and a mile.
Hang on, we're walking back the other way now. And holding there. Oh, it's declined. Okay, they declined it. I was about to say.
Declined it to take 4th down.
Yeah, 4th down and 13 here instead of 3rd down and 23.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That's smart.
2 minutes and 17 seconds left. Wow, they just switched out. Okay, they're going to bring on their punt team here. Like, what's everybody doing? Oh, that's right. It's 4th down, not 3rd down. So I think they might have broke that huddle with 12 players, but. All right, here we go. I think that's McKendry back as punter.
Number 3, yeah, McKendry.
Good snap. Angles it down to the right corner.
Oh.
Takes a pretty good bounce. Oh.
It's Carlisle player a little too close for comfort.
Was that ball's down about the 14-yard line. Give us just a minute to catch our breath, and we'll be back shortly.
Your vehicle is one of the biggest investments you'll make, and at Fairway Ford, we're committed to keeping you on the road. Our service technicians are experts in all aspects of every vehicle we put our customers in. And with our mobile service, safely where you are, our team comes to you to fix whatever issue you're having. Learn more and book your next appointment at fairwayfordhenderson.net.
All right, welcome back to Indian Stadium. An exciting Friday night game, the battle for 2nd place in district. Who will it be? Score tied at 7-7. The give to Elvis this time, banging forward. Solid 3 or 4 yards on the play. Some positive yardage there. And Carlisle probably wanting to put together a long, healthy drive here, Chris, and see if they can move all the way down the field. They got about 86 yards to go from the start of this drive.
Yeah, the key in this quarter so far has been try to stay ahead of the penalty yardage. We've seen way too much of the officials, way too much laundry on the field, and it's kind of destroyed any kind of continuity for the offense. So Carlisle here just trying to consistently run the ball, pick up yards down to down, and stay away from penalties.
Oh, Ybarra puts it on the ground. Oh, but there's a flag. Flag came in. It was a fumble recovered by Mildred.
The umpire just picked that flag up and put it back in his pocket real fast, as though
it might have been an accident.
I don't know.
The
They're
flag came
talking
down.
about it.
Okay, yeah, it's a first down.
You know what? I bet he tried to throw his beanbag and he got his flag instead.
Yeah, because he threw it down right when it was recovered.
Yeah.
Wow, that is not what the Indians wanted to see at all. Right? That's a bad break, man. That's tough.
And if you're Ibarra, you're turning around and you're playing defense right here at that outside linebacker position, which is a position where the ball has gone through that area. I imagine in his mind is, I need to make a play to get this ball back. Yeah, because I just let my team down there. You hate to see it when a guy's working that hard and fighting for yards and trying to help make something happen.
And Chris, this is not a gray area. That was a turnover.
Yep.
And that was a turnover that.
There you go.
Take Harris loses about a yard on the play. Yeah,
Ibarra making the tackle for a loss there.
That's right.
Yep.
So we've decided there has been 2 scores in this game, and they were both off the 2 turnovers that came. And so, we'll see what happens here. Mildred probably wanting to get in there and score. Great response on first down. The clock is okay. They started the clock. I'm not sure why they stopped the clock, but down to 45 seconds.
Helmet came off. Player had to leave the field.
All right, snaps back. McKendry rolling right. Quick little out. Yep. It's Harper over there. Whoa, be careful.
They're dancing.
Yep. About 5-6 yards, maybe about 4 yards gain. So that's going to bring it up 3rd down and 6.
And you can kind of see that play develop now. Anytime he takes that ball and starts that little half roll to the right, you can expect to see there'll be a deep receiver cutting with him. There'll be a receiver somewhere 5-10 yards deep rolling with him, and then they'll be trying to get someone out in the flat close to the line of scrimmage out wide so that he's got 3 options to throw the ball.
Are they gonna sneak a tight end out to the backside and throw the throwback at some point?
Well, if they did that half roll and just ran the tight end vertical straight up the field, he'd be wide open.
Oh, low snap. McKendry, Harris, direct snap to Harris. Fighting for a first down. He gets there. Flags fly. Harris is thrown out of bounds. Man, we've got
another flag.
This has turned into Flag Nation. It's a Flag Nation.
These officials are enjoying this game a little too much.
Not sure if this was
illegal participation on the officials.
The officials got a little
personal foul. Face mask.
Okay, that's a good call, Chris.
There's no possible way we can see that far away at this angle.
The official threw the flag with authority, and I'm assuming that's what he saw. Sometimes you could let the holdings go. It's hard to let the face mask go. So they're going to move.
Hard to let the face mask go. That's why they get called for it.
1st and goal here.
That's why you got to play defense with
Harris
your feet.
lined up at quarterback. He's taking it in himself. Touchdown. Boy, Harris finally got his touchdown after 1 or 2 called back. So touchdown. Wow. They just snapped it to him directly, Chris.
Yep. And, Carlisle on the last series was able to get that interception down by the goal line and not turn it into a touchdown. But as soon as Mildred got the turnover here, they put the ball in the end zone. So we don't want the end of the story to be one team capitalized on both turnovers and scored 2 touchdowns, where the other team only scored once on 2 takeaways. But that's the story right now.
That's right. Well, I'll tell you what. Carlisle finds themselves down here by kick is up and good. 7 points. That's scary, but what's scarier is the haunted bus ride. We'll be back in just a moment.
There's something spooky going on at Stillwater RV Resort. Tales of old coming back to haunt the guests and the locals alike. Stillwater and CDL Training Academy present the Haunted Bus Ride. Take a trip back to see the resort of old and witness the staff come to life to bring back souls that are so bold. If you dare try to ride, fright and fear will be by your side. For a mere $5, test your luck. In hopes you don't get stuck. For 2 weekends only, come to Stillwater RV Resort if you dare.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Happy Friday night football to everyone out there. Hope that you are all on sugar highs with candy, and you're excited about watching the fourth quarter here. Oh, Texas High 49, Jacksonville 0 at halftime, Chris. Fair catch called for. Caught and out of bounds about the 39. That's going to be pretty good starting position for Carlisle.
Yeah, Alden Martin there, the senior. A little over-the-shoulder catch on the very short high kickoff.
Did he call fair catch?
I don't think so. I think that he just...
Because he ran out of bounds between the 38 and 39. I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Ball's at the 40.
Ball's at the 40.
Yeah.
Great field position.
All right, so Mildred up 14-7. Winner of this game is going to be second place in district and clinches that spot. So it'll be a lot easier to do that this week. Both teams can still make the playoffs if they lose tonight with what happens next week, but it's much easier just to win tonight and be done with it. All right, Ibarra back in, snap back. He's following Hernandez into the hole.
Oof.
Yeah, he gets taken down there.
That was an unpleasant tackle. Number 70, Nolan Hawkins, got a hold of his head and just ran him into the ground there.
Okay, Paxton Southard had his legs, so two of them kind of
combined for a full body takedown. And that's the end of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. We will be back after these messages. Stick around.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Your vehicle is one of the biggest investments you'll make, and at Fairway Ford, we're committed to keeping you on the road. Our service technicians are experts in all aspects of every vehicle we put our customers in. And with our mobile service, you can stay safely where you are. Our team comes to you to fix whatever issue you're having. Learn more and book your next appointment at fairwayfordhenderson.net.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter time. Mildred up 14-7 over the Carlisle Indians, but Carlisle looking to get back on the scoreboard. It's been since the first quarter since they've been able to put any points up. Trips left, throwing out the ball out. Oh, he might have some room if he can get to the outside, but goodness. Number 19, sorry about that, Baron Tatum. Boy, closed the gap in a hurry for the tackle. Still a gain of about 6-5 on the play, 3rd and 2.
It was well blocked because Mildred defenders there making it difficult for the blockers, but they did a good job. Grigsby, after catching the pass, wasn't quite sure exactly where he wanted to go, and he had some opportunity, and it was shut down quickly with the athletics move by the defense there.
Oh, they got him to jump off sides. Free play. He's going deep. Well, they're blowing the whistles.
Oh,
incomplete
come on now.
anyways. I think they blew it dead. Yeah, Mildred jumped off side, so that's, unless they're going to say that Carlisle, I doubt they are going to say Carlisle jumped, but let's see. Offsides. Boy, I'm surprised they blew it dead there, Chris. But
I heard a whistle. I didn't see anybody like making a motion to blow it dead, though.
Yeah.
And the coaches, you think, would be losing their mind if he'd blown it dead, especially if he'd caught it. I guess it really doesn't matter because it fell incomplete. But
Yeah, they didn't stop playing out there, which is good because we always want to know what would have happened.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
All right, so first down and 10 for Carlisle. Clock still at 11:46 in the fourth quarter. Lots of time in the fourth quarter left, but this is the last quarter. Ball snapped back. Ibarra, quick pass outside. Good timing. Breaks a tackle and gets through all the way across the 35.
Joseph Mejia out there.
That was Mejia.
He wants all the smoke. He went and caught that ball. That's interesting because Mildred defenders were playing about 10 yards off and not moving. And he ran that route right up to the defender turn. The ball was on him. He caught it and then actually fought for a few more yards.
Yeah.
That's,
and Ibarra threw it right where it needed to be at 8 yards. That's a play that you work at over and over and over and over in July and August and September, and then it looks good all of a sudden on October 31st. That's great timing. Great timing.
I'll tell you what, though, if he can get some protection, they can pump fake that and then double move and go deep. Because those defenders were not backing up at all. That's a good run right there.
That's Ivan Garza in there. First time we've seen him at running back tonight. Get the ball anyways.
And he does run the ball well. He's got 130 yards and 5 touchdowns carrying the ball on the year. And 4.7 per carry coming into tonight. He's a playmaker with the ball in his hands. And he does a pretty good job marching in the band at halftime, too.
Yeah, he does.
Along with Ibarra, both of them out there marching at halftime in the band.
All right, the snap is back. Ibarra keeping it himself. Not anywhere to go, but he wiggles his way up for the first down. About 4 yards gain on the play. First down, Indians with 10.5 left here in the fourth quarter. Clock is running.
Got those slippery instincts there, able to get enough yards, pick up the first down.
Slippery smooth like a deer before he turns into a buffalo.
I think the coaches probably don't want the buffalo part, though, after the fumble last time.
Just hang on to the ball.
Yep. Get down. Let's play. Get to the next play.
All right. Tight ends in. Pitch to the sweep. Toss or jet sweep outside. Making a move. Great play down the end zone. Touchdown.
Mejia.
Boy, I couldn't see it. I couldn't speak, and I wanted to say, look how fast he's going. But yeah, Joseph Mejia, what an end around take, slipping and sliding through tackles, using his speed to score.
And you have that situation where a defender is doing that last gasp, outstretched jump and get a hand on your foot. And Mejia was having none of it. He did this like double skip jump over the tackle attempt and just picked up speed, got to the outside and turned the corner.
Yowzers. So this game now tied up at 14 apiece. We got us a game, Chris, and we'll be back to finish it here just shortly.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Ooh, we're back, Chris.
All right, Josh, here's what I'd love to see.
Yes.
Ibarra had the fumble, that ill-timed fumble. And then Mildred took the ball. They punched it in for a touchdown. And then there was a break there right before the transition to the fourth quarter. And basically, a bunch of teammates come over. They were patting him on the head. We got you, we got you, we got you. Encouraging Ibarra, saying, hey, we're going to go get this touchdown. And they did. Beautiful drive there. Capped off with a beautiful run. We were wondering if there was anybody on the field here that was going to run past people tonight. And we saw it on that touchdown run.
Yeah, that's... That looked good. Oh, onside kick this time. Ball's bouncing in the air. Oh, they got it. Carlisle picks it up. Grigsby knocks it around. I don't know exactly who got it, but it is Carlisle. Two or three players jumped on it.
If they don't, they do. That's incredible.
Juan Luna. Juan Luna comes out at the bottom of the pile. says, I got the rock right here, Coach. Oh, that's not Juan Luna. I'm sorry. That was Brandon Hernandez, number 61, not 51.
That was an absolutely incredible play by Grigsby.
Oh, we got offsides called. Oh, no. Wah, wah, wah.
Oh, I want to see that.
Man.
I want to see that again. That was so beautifully executed. Grigsby, a heck of a job understanding, like, the important thing is to keep this ball in bounds. And he goes up and pats it back into the field of play. Incredible.
Yeah, that's shocking, Chris.
Y'all, everybody who's listening, you got to, when this thing posts, you got to go back and rewatch that because that was a thing of beauty. And the fact that somebody was offsides, how frustrating. So brilliantly executed by Carlisle there.
Yeah, that's...
Special teams, when executed like that, are truly special. And we retreated to something beautiful there that unfortunately doesn't actually exist because the penalty wipes it out. That stinks.
Yeah. And think about in your life, all the football games you've watched, Chris, and you're like, just kick the ball like this. And then you hit the ball to your, and I mean, yeah, that was a once in a lifetime. So, all right, here we go, lined up again. Not sure who they called offsides. I'll do the same and go back and watch the stream later. Well, there. That's going to land in the gap. Let's see if it bounces. Okay, jumped on it there at the 34-yard line. That was trouble if it would have bounced back.
I really love. Now, I'm sorry, I'm going to go nerd here for a second. I love how Carlisle is using the kickoff like as a weapon, just to scare the heck out of Mildred. Like, where is this ball going to be kicked? We can't literally cover the entire field, and if they're willing to do that. If they're willing to execute that onside kick in a position like this in the game, they've got to stay close to the front, which opened up that space there to drop that ball on the ground. That's a free ball if Carlisle can get to it.
Yeah, it is.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
All right, here we go. Trips right. Motion to the left. Harris gets the ball with the full head of steam. He gets around the corner. Gets knocked out of bounds, it looks like, after a gain of about 15-yard line, right to the 50, maybe the 49, so 16 yards on the play. Boy, Harris doesn't look like he's tired yet tonight.
No, Mildred did a great job of scheming that open, and Carlisle looks like they're tired.
They've got quads going up top again. Are they calling a timeout?
Yeah, Carlisle
saw the quads, called a timeout. Well, let's stick around, Chris. I mean, we don't need to run to a commercial right now, but yeah, I saw that play. They set up quads over there, and they put Harris in the back. We've seen him just catch it and throw it out to him immediately, have a couple blocks, and they're going to try to figure out how to adjust to that. So,
yeah, previously we saw them try to adjust to that by not necessarily putting 4 defenders out there, but by slanting the defense and attacking. The problem is, from what we saw on that very first play, this defense is tired. And a lot of these guys are playing both ways. So it's been a long game. And it's been a grind tonight. Not really a break on any play. And so those guys that are out there playing both ways, boy, they are hurting. They're hurting at this point.
I'm actually tired too, Chris.
And it's gut check time. The last 10 minutes of a game here with a lot of guys that have played a lot of plays tonight.
Yeah, and there's a lot of game left, Chris. Still 9:48 left on the clock here, fourth quarter, and I've got to keep it going. So, well, PA doing a good job here, getting the crowd pumped up and excited.
Crowd doing a great job supporting their team and making noise, and man, this is a fun place to be.
All right, so it looks like Mildred caused an audible this time. Lined up in a different formation than they were before the timeout. The fake to Slazotsky, throws out to Harper. Broken tackle. Great job by not letting go. That was number 2 Chase rolling on the ground down there, hanging on to his ankle.
Yeah, that's a great job holding that to a 1-yard gain because he caught the ball. Well thrown to give him an opportunity to get upfield and gather some yards, and the defense rallied to him quickly. He was able to bring him down.
Yeah, only 1-yard gain on the play, so 2nd down and 9. for the Eagles. Motion there. The give to Slazotski. Breaks it back up inside at maybe a yard, maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. So 3rd and long coming up. Wow.
Yeah, interesting because we saw they had Harris lined up outside on the quads right before the timeout, and then coming out of the timeout, he wasn't on the field for the last 2 plays. And he is now for this very important 3rd and long.
Well, I just got done saying that it doesn't seem like he's tired. He's still moving quick, and then they took him out for a couple plays. Let's see. All right. This is Harris over here lined up in the slot. This is, runs the slant. Wide open out there. The sophomore. I know I keep calling him sophomore. I forget his name. Dane Anderson. That's right. Boy, he's had a great game, Chris, catching the ball.
I think he turned Grigsby around because Grigsby actually went to the ground there, was defending him, was covering him, and ended up falling down.
I just watched it. Grigsby slips. So, yeah, that's a great move. There, wide open, slips on the other side. Leighton Wing with the catch. And
they made it look like they were throwing outside to the other direction behind with blockers in front, and wide open for the post on the backside.
Yeah, the corner slipped over there also to make him even more open. But boy, that was
it's 2 plays in a row. Carlisle defensive backs have slipped, and it's been a trouble.
Yeah, that's no bueno. All right, so here we go. 1st down and goal. They can't get another 1st down. They're right at the 9.5-yard line. Run to the left by Harris. Takes himself. Looks for the cones. Gets in. Touchdown, Mildred. Whew. Holy cow.
That's what you call an answer drive right there.
Yeah, lined up in that Wildcat formation. Harris is back there. They run the motion, and then he just kind of gets around to the outside. A bunch of lead blockers. And puts his shoulder down to get into the end zone.
It's a strong, strong answer drive. And right now it looks like Mildred might be the team with a little more pep in their step, a little bit more energy. Carlisle's going to have to manufacture some emotional energy here on offense, getting the ball back.
Yep. The kick is up, and it is good. Boy, they're a perfect 5 for 5 between the 2 teams on extra points. 21-14 is your score. 7 minutes and 45 seconds. Plenty of time left. We'll be back after this.
Your vehicle is one of the biggest investments you'll make. And at Fairway Ford, we're committed to keeping you on the road. Our service technicians are experts in all aspects of every vehicle we put our customers in. And with our mobile service, you can stay safely where you are. Our team comes to you to fix whatever issue you're having. Learn more and book your next appointment at fairwayfordhenderson.net.
All right, welcome back to the NETSN Game of the Week. Mildred versus Carlisle. We're having a lot of fun. Thank you for listening tonight. If you haven't done so yet, like and subscribe to NETSN. We don't just have football. We don't just have basketball. We don't just have baseball. We don't just have soccer, Chris, but we also have softball.
Yeah.
In case you were wondering.
It is a full year-round calendar on NETSN.
That's right. Thank you to the sponsors for sponsoring NETSN. Ooh, short wobbly kick. He's hanging on to it. No fair catch there across the 40 to the probably about the 42-yard line. But yeah, if you're out there and you know anyone that wants to be a sponsor, reach out to sales@netsnlive.com. Talk to your boy Brett Swinney and he'll hook you up. Brett being the owner of NETSN.
Yeah, help bring the sports in your community to the internet, broadcast for everybody to see, celebrate those students, and you can be part of that in your community by being a sponsor.
Yeah, because 2 things we know about being on the internet are true. Number 1, if it happens on the internet, it's real. Number 2, well, maybe that's not. What happens on the internet's always there. So I'm a little jealous, Chris. These kids 10, 20 years from now can pull up these videos and watch them, you know? All right, here we go. It's a fumble in the backfield. Ibarra trying to get to it. Oh, dear.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, dear. Recovered by Mildred. Boy, that's tough. Ybarra slipped. The ball was snapped to the right of him. He slips. He's trying to get there. His feet won't grab in the ground.
You know,
Boy,
Josh, it really stinks that a game with this much passion and heart and everything that these guys are putting into it may end up getting decided by something stupid like the ball's on the ground, but it's so slippery that we literally can't even get to it.
Yeah.
That's so frustrating. I feel so bad for that guy.
Well,
felt like he was
over.
swimming in quicksand there trying to get to that ball.
I mean, it was like a bad dream, you know, when you're just trying to get 8 inches ahead of you and you just can't do it because you can't get any motion. So McKeon rolling out to the right.
Great blocking.
Okay.
No, there's no need for a flag there. That's a good call.
Yeah, I'm sorry, not McKeon, McKendry. So I have this thing where as the later the game goes on, I start changing the names up. So please pardon me for that. Dane Anderson was the intended receiver, but great coverage that time up there on the top of the screen. So, all right, 2nd down and 10. The clock's still 7:26 left. So there's time for 5 or 6 touchdowns still, Chris. There's a lot of ball game left here. Ooh, look at them lined out up here. Last time they did this, they went to the slant pass. They give to Harris. Oh, he's running backwards. Gets taken down. Flag thrown in there.
No, we don't want flags. Come on now.
Not sure what happened there.
It's a great job. It looked like Cade Garrett, maybe number 54, chasing that play down from behind, getting a hold of him, hold of the ball carrier before he can turn upfield.
No. We had the screen kind of skip on us there. Internet's holding up as well as it can up here, but sorry about the jumpy screens.
Yeah, that's one of the disadvantages in being in the smaller communities. You don't necessarily have the infrastructure to be able to broadcast at the highest level, but
let's be honest, it happens everywhere.
Did you see what that was called? Did you see what the penalty was?
I didn't.
I know it's on the defense,
here.
and they're stepping off a lot of yards, so some sort of personal foul penalty.
I'm watching now. Let's see what happens. We're watching the replay. Face mask.
Face mask.
Yeah.
Goodness. And again, when you get tired on defense, you start to get grabby. Instead of playing defense with your feet, you start playing defense with your hands. And it's just a matter of time before grabbing a ball carrier is going to end up with a face mask penalty, unfortunately for Carlisle.
Snap is back. Quick pass out this time. He's got room. We have a flag. It's a touchdown, but I think it's coming back. It looked like there was a hold or some sort of a block there.
Block in the back, running him out of bounds with a block in the back, it looked like.
Wow. Let's see here. Kind of rewatching the play. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was called up there. So they called a holding, but it was definitely a block in the back is what they called over there. But all right, so 10 yards back. That makes things a little bit more difficult for Mildred, a little bit more tolerable because that would have put them up by 2 scores there.
Hey, I just want to say this. All it takes is a bad snap and some bad footing. And this is a tie game instead of a 14-point lead for Mildred.
Yeah.
So, anything can happen. That's a funny-shaped ball, and it's hard to hold on to, and anything can happen.
Yes, sir. So here we go. 1st and 13. See, the ball's high. Well, there he goes. McKeever trying to get around the side. He does. Gets a couple more yards. McKendry. I'm calling him McKeever. Luke. Forgive me, Luke. Luke McKendry going around the left side. Gets back about half the yard they need for the 1st down.
And sometimes you see that, a bad snap, something goes wrong in the backfield, and the defense, instead of like being very disciplined with their rush lanes and their assignment,
they get excited.
I'm going to go get that ball. And then the quarterback can pop out around the outside, and next thing you know, problems.
We got problems. All right, so here we go. All right, McKendry back. We're kind of a bunched up going on there. McKendry, no, that was Harris. I'm sorry.
Boy, they like that direct
Wildcat.
snap to Harris
Yeah.
inside the goal-to-go type situation.
Yeah, they snap it directly to him. So 3rd down and 3 now.
Well, he gets upfield very quickly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and I like the north and south runs by him better than when they try to run him all the way to the outside. You see the Indians getting some penetration on those plays and stopping him oftentimes for even loss of yardage. So Harris again at quarterback lining up. Direct snap is coming. He's running behind his blocker, trying to get up. There's that play I was talking about I don't like. He gets knocked out of bounds. Looks like for no gain at all. So that's going to bring up 4th down and short, Chris. Let's see what they do here. They want to
field goal would put them up by 2 scores with 6:20 left, but
it's 4th and short right here.
They had
Less
trouble
than a
with the field goal last time, and this is where a coach tells his team, "Hey, look, I need 1 yard here. I need you to give me everything you got so that we can get 1 yard here and ice this game away."
Go
Although
get
it's
the yard.
6 minutes, it's a long time to ice a game.
Well, looks like they are. No. So McKendry coming back in. And they're going to call a timeout, which is probably a good option here. And we're going to take a timeout also. We'll be back in just a moment.
There's something spooky going on at Stillwater RV Resort. Tales of old coming back to haunt the guests and the locals alike. Stillwater and the CDL Training Academy present the Haunted Bus Ride. Take a trip back to see the resort of old and witness the staff come to life to bring back souls that are so bold. If you dare try to ride, fright and fear will be by your side. For a mere $5, test your luck in hopes you don't get stuck. For 2 weekends only, come to Stillwater RV Resort if you dare.
Chris, are you sure I can't talk you and your wife into coming on the haunted bus ride with us tomorrow?
You're telling me you've got plans
Yeah.
to get on the scary bus tomorrow.
We're getting on the scary bus ride.
Do you even know where it is?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You didn't watch the commercial?
I did. The problem is we can't listen to it,
Yeah.
so we can't hear what they say. But
Well, we know it's out at the.
it's over there. It's out there
At the place.
with the guys and
where
the
you
thing.
go at the bus. Scary bus. All right, here we go.
Oh, tush push.
Little tush push. Man, I don't see much movement there at all. But let's see.
I didn't see much push.
Yeah, they're stopping the clock because they're going to look at it. Did you not see much push?
No.
Um,
It did not feel like there was a surge forward by the offensive line.
Feels like they're making up their decision after they see where the back is. What are we doing? Okay, well, we're just like y'all. We're waiting to see what's going to happen next. Stop. Yeah, the clock's been stopped.
Oh, are we going to have a
measurement?
You know, with the changes in the rules this year,
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen a measurement on television. Have you this year? Have you seen a measurement with sticks coming out?
Did they change it in college also?
I don't think they did, but I don't feel like I've seen a measurement
I don't
this
see
year.
why it's that hard to look down the line and see where the stick is, and then to come out and say the ball's here. I mean, you could see very clearly where it is. I think the measurement's one of those things where the coaches are allowed to call for a measurement so that they have time to think about it. But yeah, okay, here we go. Pulling the chains.
And in high school, who knows like what the heck a measurement's going to be
it's
like
short.
in high school? There we go,
Oh,
Carlisle.
wow, big stop.
Yeah, no
Big
surge.
stop. Oh, man. Yeah, that's...
Now, the other side of
that's
this
tough.
is they've got, 93 yards to go here to score this touchdown and tie it up?
94.
6:09 left in the fourth quarter. Carlisle's got the ball and 94 yards of green grass in front of them.
Yeah. Carlisle's not afraid. They're glad just to get the ball back and ready to move it down the other direction. But let's see how Mildred handles this right here. This could be the man. I'm not second guessing the coaches at all, but I would have liked to see 3 points put up, but you're right. They
Not a gimme after the last time we saw them line up for the field goal.
pass out there quick. Oh, big hit out of bounds. Man, I tell you what, we have seen Baron Tatum make some big hits tonight. Grigsby the catch there. We have a flag down. I know you know we have a flag because there was a play, so there needs to be a flag. Oh, I see what happened. Oh, this is not going to be a great call. I just watched the replay. I think they're going to call it on Carlisle for a hit in the back or a late hit or after the play.
Personal foul, late hit.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll go half the distance.
I just watched, and I mean, it was just kind of like a little nudge in the back, but you know, he did.
Dead ball, personal foul,
Yeah.
Carlisle.
It's gonna move him back, and it's after the ball. It's
Was there
after
no
the play.
gain on that play?
No, there wasn't. That was a net 0-yard gain, so it's gonna be second down. Ball's only gonna move back 3 yards, so it'll be second down and 13, I believe.
Yeah, it should be second. Down marker says 1, scoreboard says 1, but based on what he did in raising his hand, it should be second down.
Yeah, it will be. I mean, assuming they do the right thing. Yeah, that was a tough call because it was someone blocking downfield, and they just kind of pushed him a little bit in the back, and the player kind of jerked forward a little bit and turned around and put their hands up, and the flag came out. All right, here we go. Second down and 13. Clock is running at 6 minutes, and now under 6 minutes. Snap is back. Oh, man. It's going to be another half the distance.
So now they were like, no, 94 yards is too short. We need to move it back and make it a 98-yard drive.
It'd be 97. Now it's going to be 98 and a half. Yeah. Whoa, things are getting tough. Is John Elway out there? We got the drive coming. I dressed up like John Elway today, so, you know.
Did you?
I did.
Yeah.
I wore my jersey and my shoes.
Did anyone confuse you for John Elway?
Maybe a couple people.
Yeah.
It's amazing how many people don't know who John Elway is. Like, I'm just shocked.
Well.
That a huge portion of our population is like, I don't know who John Elway is. Like, man, greatest of all time. All right, here we go. Second down and all kinds of yards, and oh, here they come. Ibarra rolls out to the left. He's looking. Oh, gets taken down. He gets about 6 yards back. Not a bad little scramble. Be third down and 8 or 9.
I'm just going to say that he was fortunate to still have possession of the ball when the play was over. He was not protecting that ball particularly well on that run. And I don't want to see him lose the ball again here. Not after what's happened in this game and the way his team has had his back and come back, and he's rallied the troops and rallied himself. This has been a heck of a game. A lot of fun to watch. Great to be here. Great atmosphere.
Snaps back, rolling to the right this time. Throws a pass. He slips.
His receiver, had slipped trying to make the break.
And the defensive back slipped. They both slipped. The field is just
right in that same area of the field where they were swimming to a quickstand to try to pick up the ball on the ground.
Yeah, this is tough. So now 4th and 7. You've got 4 minutes and 46 seconds left on the clock. They're going to bring in Chewy, I think, and kick it away.
Oh. I don't know that they'll see the ball again.
Well, they have to if they're going to win.
I mean, the only way that you...
Well, I mean...
Interesting decision. This is a big decision.
I like the decision to punt it away. Maybe. 4 minutes and 46 seconds left. Still have a couple timeouts. Oh, there's a kick.
Got a little spin
kick
on that one.
Yeah.
Out of bounds at the 38.
Put it right at the 39. Well, they put it at the 40.
They give them the 40.
They like the 40. They feel good about the 40 most of the time. So we're going to stay right here for now. Defense is going to have to come up big. They just did last drive for Carlisle. And so, that ball, I just watched the replay. It's definitely at the 38. So, 38-40. It's close enough. over on the Carlisle sideline. So, you get a little 2%er for.
There's a well-executed punt. We'll give him a little bonus there.
I like
All
the
good.
punt. Yeah, the punt looked good. Was in his own end zone when he kicked it and put it right out of bounds, which is good. Gave them no chance to return it.
Yep.
We like. Boy, we got the mascot down here and the cheerleaders. They're just having fun,
They are
Wow, there's one girl.
nonstop.
There's one girl that's got her hands in her jacket, and it looks like she's freezing to death down there. But all right, here we go. Mildred taking the ball. Harris, they're just snapping it to Harris, and again, a loss of 1.5 yards on the play. Woo! Yeah, they're coming hard. Johnny Jordan that time.
I feel like there's a little communication going on afterwards because Harris comes out of the pile and points at the scoreboard while he's talking to some of the Carlisle players there. And, of course, there's a flag down the field.
Yeah, the flag was down there. That might have been some talking also.
Well, it was not a pass play, so we can't call pass interference or some sort of nonsense like that.
Yeah, but the flag originally landed well out past the 30, closer to the 25-yard line.
Dead ball.
Yep.
Personal foul. Defense.
Man.
They have picked up every personal foul penalty this half, it feels like.
Yeah.
You can't.
Man, that's tough. All right, well.
4:25 still, new set of downs. Much closer, 15 yards closer to the end zone now. After that great stop on first down.
Yeah, I just anticipate that Mildred run,
Yeah, they would be
trying to get a first down, and, we'll see Harris. There he is lined up at quarterback. One in motion. Uh-oh.
Breakdown.
Down to the 10, gets knocked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle that time by Ivan Garza. But boy, Harris, man, he's still turning on the speed, the burners.
And that's where you get in this position where you're kind of desperate, the way Carlisle is here on defense, to get a stop. And the technique and the fundamentals begin to break down a little bit because the outside contained guys saw him stick his head in the middle of the line of scrimmage, and they decided to close down and get in on the tackle, and he just burst that back outside and got around for free space.
Clock is stopped at 3:58 since he went out of bounds. Snap is back. Harris almost bobbles it. Goodness. That looked painful. Great tackle again by Ivan Garza on one side, and I think Juan Diaz came in on the other side.
Now, he made an athletic play to bring in that high snap. But again, what if he doesn't? What if that ball careens off his fingers and is still going backwards?
Yeah.
It's a totally different ball game. In a 7-point game, literally anything can swing.
Yeah, and it can still happen, Chris. We've got 3:28 left, 27, 26. Clock is running, but you're right, there's still time. All right. Oh, offsides, free play. The slant pass is complete. Touchdown. There's a flag, but that is going to be offsides, I believe. So Leighton Wing on the slant pass. Let's see what the refs say.
Well, one of the refs got run into. We'll take a break.
Yeah, we're going to take a break. We will be right back to let you kind of know what happened there.
Your vehicle is one of the biggest investments you'll make, and at Fairway Ford, we're committed to keeping you on the road. Our service technicians are experts in all aspects of every vehicle we put our customers in. And with our mobile service, you can stay safely where you are. Our team comes to you to fix whatever issue you're having. Learn more and book your next appointment at fairwayfordhenderson.net.
We have gone insane here at CDL Training Academy. Get your CDL fast for only $2,900. How can we do this?
Because we're a crazy boys.
Get down to Henderson now. Call or click today to get your CDL.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
This is where legends rise and moments are made.
They're still on his feet. Come on, let's go, still on his feet.
From the buzzer beaters to the game winners, we bring you the action. Raw, real, relentless. We cover every angle, every story. From the streets to the stadiums.
We're going all the way.
Your favorite athletes. Your teams.
Ford breaks a tackle. Oh my gosh.
Your passion. All in one place. New games, live shows.
Here he goes. He's got some blockers.
This is the future of sports media.
There he goes. Picked up into the secondary.
This isn't just a network. This is a movement.
Ooh, oh, he ran over the filter.
Welcome to NETSN Game On.
All right. Welcome back. We had an official that went down, and so they're out there kind of helping him out and helping him get up, but we'll get back to the game. He's walking off, so he's fine, but we haven't heard from the officials yet on the exact penalties. That we know there was offsides, but there could also be maybe an illegal pick.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? Scoreboard says 21, but we're in Carlisle, so I'm thinking they're probably going to be the last ones to add more points there for Mildred.
I don't know that any official even put their arms up to signal touchdown yet.
That's a good point. Maybe they blew it dead like they did when Mildred jumped off sides.
That's a possibility. They do have the ball at the spot for the extra point attempt.
It does appear to be in that spot, yes.
Let's see if the official gives us any sort of... Oh, get our camera back over there. There we go. All right, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Offside.
Offsides, defense, declined, touchdown. Yep. That's what we saw.
All right. So that brings the score 27-14 with the extra point attempt coming on for the Mildred Eagles. Trying to get a little bit closer to solidifying number 2 in the district, which will go to the winner of this game. If Carlisle ends up losing, they will still be in next week with a win or with a loss by less than 13 points, we think. Oh, that ball, well, it made it through. So that's up, and that is good. So, yeah, so regardless of what happens here, Carlisle's chances are still alive to make the playoffs. And
beat Kearns next week, and you're in.
Chris, I don't remember who it was last year, but they were a 4th seed team out of their district, and they ended up going either to the state championship or
to the Final Four, I believe.
Yeah, state semifinal.
Yeah, I forget who that was. That was a quite a story last year.
So in 2004, 2005, I was in Wiley, Abilene Wiley. We had Case Keenum as our quarterback. He was a junior, and we barely beat Sweetwater. I mean, we had to come from behind to win, which if we lost to them, we were not going to be in the playoffs at all. We beat them. We were able to go to the playoffs, and then we won the state championship. Not only did we win, but we played the number 2, 3, 5, maybe 8, and like 12 team in the state. It was a very difficult run. So, anyways, all right. All that to say, there's always a chance.
Look at that.
Ball is kicked out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Oh, this should be interesting because I think they'll give it to him at the 35.
Yeah, it'll be the 35, not the 30. Had they kicked it out of bounds at the 28, it would have been the 30. But at the 35, I think it's the 35. We'll go with that.
That's been a topic that we have explored this year over the course of the season. How to most effectively prevent a kickoff return team that is good from being able... Okay, they just placed the ball at the 40, Josh.
Okay, so you get maybe 5 bonus yards? It's a 5-yard penalty.
Okay. So after 10 weeks of games now,
we have no idea what the
officially
rule is.
do not know what the rule is. It is what it is.
Well,
okay.
there's a chance they don't know what the rule is either. I mean I'm just saying.
It's been a wild
There's
year with
always
kickoffs
that
out of
chance.
bounds.
All right, here we go. Ybarra trying to put a little something together. Quick throw. The outside incomplete. Ball's a little bit low that time. I think that was to Mejia out there.
Yep.
So 2nd down and 10. Stops the clock. That's a positive note there, Chris.
3:02 on the clock. Down by 14. Carlisle looks like they may be a little tired this half. Playing with a lot of emotion in this game.
All right. Trips left. The throw is right over the middle. Oh. That is pass complete to Matt Kame. I think it's Matt Kame. Ryder. Macamee. Let's go with Macamee. Sorry about that, Ryder. Good catch, buddy.
Number 19 for Mildred out there, Baron Tatum. He's had quite a game.
Yes.
Playing almost a chess match with the quarterback trying to
he's
drop
got some
it.
room.
Oh.
Oh, man. Pulled down. And, of course, it was Paxton Southard there taking Ybarra down. Ybarra thought he had some room. 4th down coming up. They're not punting here.
No, I imagine not.
Clock is running at 2:17, 2:16, and moving.
Try to get one more play in before the 2-minute stoppage.
And hopefully a 1st down. There's a great catch that time. Thrown to Elvis Hernandez out of the slot. Stops the clock. 2:08 left. It'll start once the referees get it set.
They really need to
Right
get another
now.
play in here before.
2:03 left. The snap is off. Looking for the drag across the middle. Taken down again. Paxton Southard there. Clock will stop for the 2-minute warning. They'll take a break and we'll take a break. We'll be back in just a moment.
Texas, it's football season. The lights, the crowds, rivalries. Every Friday night is game day, but here at CDL Training Academy, when it comes to your future, every day is game day. Just like on the football field, success behind the wheel of a commercial motor vehicle takes discipline. That's right. Focus. That's right. And safety.
That's right.
That's why we don't just train drivers, we train champions of the road.
That's right.
And here's the win and play. We're a TPST certified school. That means when you're ready, you don't have to wait for the state. You can test right here in-house. No delay of games, no flags on the field, just results.
That's right.
If you're ready to stop sitting on the sidelines and start moving your career forward, the season starts now. Get trained.
Come on.
Get tested.
Come on.
Get on the road with a career that pays like a championship win.
That's right.
Don't wait till next season.
Come on.
Call CDL Training Academy today and start your CDL journey, because in Texas.
All right, we are back. 2nd down and long. Oh, what a catch! Holy cow. That was a great catch to Ivan Garcia, getting a foot down. That was a great pass. I thought the pass was going to be long, Chris, but it landed right at the sideline. Ivan Garza going up and getting it, dropping his foot down. 1st down, Indians.
Beautiful catch. Beautiful catch.
Minute 47 seconds left.
Ibarra's kind of been uncomfortable in the pocket the last few plays, able to put one out there for his playmaker on that.
Uh-oh. Pressure. Oh, he gets hit. The ball is on the ground. Oh, they're calling it incomplete. That's very fortunate. Wow. Ybarra took a huge shot that time.
Hate to see that when he's in a vulnerable position, just starting the throw like that. Don't want to see anybody's shoulder or elbow get injured.
Yeah.
Just want these guys to come out and have a good game, hard fought. without injuries, without people getting hurt like that. Good to see him bounce back up, and looks like he's ready for the next play.
All right. Rubbing a little dirt on it, taking the snap. It's back. Oh, he had him. He's got some room to run with. Down to the 20, across 20 to 15. Oh. Big hit that time. Hangs on to the ball, though. Good hit by Caleb Harper, but great job by Ibarra running, finding space. First down. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 14. The clock is at 1:31, and it's starting now. It's a pass outside to Elvis. Elvis trying to keep his feet. Needs to get out of bounds, and he does. Wow. We're like, get out of bounds, Elvis.
That came to a stop like 6 inches from the goal line, or from the sideline, and then he just stepped over it.
Wow. All right, so a little bit of movement there, Chris. Moving down the field quickly is what they needed to do.
Hey, if they can score here quickly, remember, we know they can execute an onside kick.
That's right. That's just where I was about to go with it.
That's crazy.
They can execute a beautiful one. There's not much you could do about it if he kicks it like that. 19 seconds on the 40-second clock.
Yeah, a lot of time to figure this play out.
Barr needs to get his breath also. He's...
Oh, well, we just reset the 40-second.
Okay.
Whatever.
That was nice. Oh, and the clock's running. The clock started running. The pass this time to Garza. Over the middle, he gets in. Touchdown. Woo, what a play. Ibarra rolls out, finds his man. Touchdown, Carlisle.
This game's starting to feel like each side is like, okay, I see what you did there. We're going to try that too, and we're going to be successful with it as well. There's been a lot of copycat back and forth in their own way, and I'm sure that it's part of their offenses, but it's kind of been fun to watch. One side has some success running this type of play, and then all of a sudden the other side's running that play too for a touchdown.
All right, kick is up, and it is good. So that makes it a 7-point game, Chris. We've got minute 14 left on the clock. So like Chris was just saying,
we've seen an onside kick beautifully executed minus somebody stepping offside.
Maybe. Oh, presumably.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
I mean,
we don't know. We don't have
that's what officially goes down in the books.
That's right.
But can they do it again?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question. I'm excited about watching. You know, they're not going to catch them off guard this time.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
They weren't in there and see, and just looking right now at Mildred.
But here's the thing. If Mildred comes and packs the front line,
which
they're going to leave a lot of gap space open, and they don't necessarily have to do the bouncing onside kick. They can drop a ball right in the middle of the field there, like around the 35, and just race them to it. Because as soon as the ball goes 10 yards and touches the ground, it's a fair ball. It's a free ball. Either team can recover, and it's theirs. So those are the only rules on the kickoff. Ball's got to touch the ground and go 10 yards. And once that happens, it's a free ball. That's why you see the mad scramble on the kickoff.
Well, you got Trenton Harris down over here at the 35. So don't kick it to him. They've got one player back. But, yeah, let's see what happens.
Now, that's a bar. He's a heck of an athlete. I wonder if they have the one where he kicks it to himself, just dribbles it straight forward.
All right, here we go. There's the kick. Oh, great job that time. Paxton Southard. Boy, Southard's come up huge in the fourth quarter.
He really
from
has.
Mildred.
He really has. He had the touchdown catch. He's had a couple of sacks in this game.
Yeah.
He's made some impact plays that aren't necessarily going to be big plays in the book, putting yards in the book for your name. But he's come up big for his team tonight. He's an impact player for sure.
All
Smart
right.
play there.
Yep.
Step up, and I'm not going to let this thing eat us up on a hop. I'm going to go get it now, even though it hadn't gone 10 yards yet, which is legal. The receiving team can go get the ball wherever they want, but...
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So minute 14 left. I think we have that Carlisle still has 2 timeouts. I know they've used one for sure. So they either have 2 timeouts left or 1 timeout. Either way, Mildred gets one.
They're going to have to force a turnover. Nobody out there with Paxton.
Oh, there he goes, getting around the side. Oh, he cuts it back up, stays inbounds. Oh, that's a first down.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Look
he's
at
still
that.
going. He's still moving. So clock stops with the first down, and I'm assuming that's going to be a timeout, Carlisle. But that's going to be game, Chris, I believe.
Yeah.
They're going to be able to take 3 knees. Oh, they're running the clock. Yep, the White Hats calling to run the clock.
Well, they stopped it temporarily to move
Yeah.
the chains on the first down and then run it.
So Carlisle did not get a timeout in, and I don't think they're going to use one. I don't think 15 seconds left on the 40-second clock, so they're going to have to get up there and
They'll have to snap the ball twice at least.
3, 2, 1, the snap, the give. I mean, at this point, just fall down, right?
Yeah, as a University of Miami fan,
Timeout.
I'm wondering why they're not in a victory formation taking a knee here.
Yeah.
Because if he puts that ball on the ground.
Yeah, Carlisle's taking a timeout here. Coach called it, and he said, you know, what the heck.
You earned that victory formation. I mean, the math says they can't possibly prevent you from running 3 plays, taking the knee, and running the clock out.
Well, and that's why I'm a little surprised that that there was a run play by Mildred, like just catch the ball,
Take a knee.
hold the ball like it's your brand newborn, and just gently go to the ground and
like it's your trick or treat sack
like
that's full of chocolate.
Yeah, you don't want to break the chocolate. We had a costume award this morning at my work, and we had giant candy bars, and the boss was giving out a candy bar, and it broke because she was being too rough with it, and it wasn't a big deal. It was in the wrapper, but you want to be gentle with the ball, and you don't want to be rough with it. So I don't know if that
oh boy
makes any sense at all. But Chris, this has been fun. I like Carlisle.
This is a great place.
like this
Great
town.
energy here. Great people, very friendly, very helpful when we arrived. You know, these guys are going to come out and play. They're going to represent their community well. They're going to be scrappy. And hopefully both of these teams are able to go to the playoffs, represent their district well, represent their community well, their schools, their families, and have a good
right.
end to their season. Because
That's
they
right.
fought well out there and gave us a great game to watch tonight. Absolutely did.
Yep. That's right. And that play right there, that's going to end this game as the time 2-1-0 is over. Players will go out and give each other congratulations. But you're right, Chris. It was a well-fought game. I feel like if they played tomorrow night, the result could be different, you know?
Yeah.
Or next week. And then the next week, maybe, you know, who knows? It's a coin toss. So 2 really evenly matched teams. They played really well. I hope they get healthy, and we hope they do well in the playoffs, you know? Now, again, Carlisle next week doesn't have to win to get in to beat Kearns. They just have to lose by less than 13 points.
I think they're going to want to establish things and take a victory home and bring some momentum going into the playoffs.
They'll beat Kearns.
Because if they win, they'll go in as the 3 seed. So because they already beat Cayuga. Cayuga's locked into that 4 seed unless Kearns wins
by
next
more than
week.
13.
Okay.
Or no, Cayuga's in.
Cayuga's locked into the 3rd.
Yeah, if Kearns beats Carlisle by more than 13, then Cayuga will get in.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
We don't really know what we're talking about for 100%, but
Mildred, on the other hand, they're in good position. They play Crossroads, who up through before today had not scored a point in district play yet.
Yeah.
So they're probably a game for them to be able to get healthy and prepare for that home playoff game. And those Carlisle players out there, they look tired. They're hanging their head a little bit. They should not hang their head. They worked hard tonight. They played very good, solid, fundamental football. You know, some bad breaks for them with the ball on the ground. And a lot of laundry that did not go in their favor with the yellow flags tonight. But those coaches had those guys ready to play. You could see it. And I want them to do well. I want them to be able to, like we said, represent this community well. This community deserves it. They've been here for them. It's a lot of fun tonight. It's a great game.
It was good, Chris. And with that, with the fight song, we're going to say goodbye to everyone. We appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with us for a couple hours. Again, if you haven't done it yet, like NETSN and like us and subscribe to us and whatever. We've really enjoyed covering Carlisle and Mildred, and it's been a really good night. Thanks to everyone for watching. Thank you, Chris. And to everyone else, we hope you have a wonderful, wonderful night and a fantastic November starting tomorrow.
That's right.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Keeps Williams. Fights through the yards, breaks some tackles. Williams still on his feet. Williams breaks another tackle. Here he goes. He's got some blockers. Sam Williams, he ain't going to catch him. Touchdown, God. 59-yard touchdown run on 3rd and 2 for Sam Williams.
Yeah, whoa. They get set early, very quickly here. Play clock down to 3. Dixon gets it off, low snap. Pickram up the middle, and there he goes. Pickram into the secondary. Pickram is going to go. He is gone. Touchdown. Macho steps up in the pocket, and he gets away from one tackler, avoids another tackler, tries to run. He's still on his feet. Camacho's still on his feet. He's still running. Camacho, goodness gracious, he's still going. Camacho, is he going to score? Wow. Touchdown. Quick pass. Bork adjusts and intercepted, and he caught it.
He's coming back. He's coming back.
He's going all the way.
Oh, my God.
It's Taylor.